Ladies and gentlemen, this this live is brought to you tonight by our Central Wrestling News Facebook page. So please give them a massive shout out. Our Central Wrestling News Facebook page brings you this live tonight for the Elimination Chamber Watch Party. OMG, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in. Come and let me know you're in the chat because tonight is going to be awesome. Official introductions. I am Aaron. Please let me know you're in the chat. Let me know you're there before we run into tonight's match card. Who is excited for the Elimination Chamber? I know I am, and the road to WrestleMania could look very, very different after tonight. So, a few house rules, ladies and gentlemen, before we start. This is a watch party. You can watch the Elimination Chamber on Netflix. I will not be showing it on here. Come and say hello to me though in the chat and enjoy the fun. I have questions galore for you guys tonight, so come and be a part of the Essential Wrestling News family and let us know you guys are there. So, guys, to start us off, let's do a quick question, shall we? Let's start with the Jade Uso attack on Monday Night Raw this past week. Who do you think attacked the main event, Jade Uso? Drew or Jacob Fatu, or a surprise return? Let me know down in the comments below. Well, in the chat, guys, sorry. So, quick question again. Who do you think attacked Jey Uso? Drew McIntyre, Jacob Fatu, or a surprise return? Let me know in the chat. We are still waiting for the show to start. I will go through the match card very soon, ladies and gentlemen. And just let you guys pile in. Come and say hello to me throughout the night. I am here to do the Elimination Chamber watch party, but I will not be streaming it on here. It will just be me talking to you guys. So if you are alone tonight and you are watching the Elimination Chamber, whether it's on Netflix, whether it's on Peacock, let me know. And guys, is this lighting too bright? Please, someone just let me know. If the lighting's too bright, I can turn it down. I think that's better. Guys, is that better? Let me know. I don't know what the lighting's like your end. Is it too bright? Is it too fuzzy? Let me know, guys. So, we are at... I will be doing the match card at 11:40. So, guys, welcome aboard. Remember, tonight's live is brought to you by our Essential Wrestling News Facebook page. Guys, so grab your snacks, let me know you're there, and I will be back in 2 minutes. So, guys, the link to the Essential Wrestling News Facebook page is in the chat. So, if you want to be a part of that community, our community, come over and join us. All wrestling fans are welcome. We have no brand wars, no nothing. We are just here to have fun. So, someone, say hello to me in the chat, please. What I just sort myself out. And guys, what have you done throughout the day? Let me know. Let me know you're there. Tell me, what have you been up to? Has your Saturday consisted of shopping? Or have you just been chilling out with the fam and just rolling with the punches, as we say in this business? Guys, I'm probably going to look back at this and think, oh my God. But guys, if you can, let me know what the lighting is like. I would be most appreciative. Guys, I will be going through the match card very soon. But let's repeat the question again. The Jey Uso attack. Who do you think attacked him? Was it Drew McIntyre? Was it Jacob Fatu? Or was it a surprise superstar? Let me know in the chat, guys. Also, I'm very interested tonight, ladies and gents, to find out what is in that crate that has been passed from show to show recently. I really am. What are your guys' vibes? I have heard rumours that it could be Jericho, but are we on that Jericho train? Is everyone jumping that bandwagon as to say, yes, it's Jericho? Let me know, guys, because personally, I don't know, but I do think this crate business that we've seen, I think there's more to it than what they're letting on. Knowing WWE, it could be an epic fail. We know what they're like at building stuff up. So let me know, guys. Let me know you're there in the chat. Of course, I am your host this evening, Aaron. And remember, guys, this live is brought to you by our Essential Wrestling News Facebook page. The link to our Facebook page is in the chat. I will be going through the match card anytime now. So I'm just waiting for a few more of you to pile in. Let me know you're there, guys. Let me know you're there. What are your guys' thoughts on tonight? Okay, let's really indulge you for a minute. How do you guys think the road to WrestleMania will look after the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view tonight that takes place in Chicago? Can you see the Roman Reigns thing? Can you see the Roman Reigns CM Punk match really happening? I don't know. Guys. What are your guys' thoughts? Let me know. So, the match card as followed. Order of matches may differ, so they're not in no particular order. We have the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk takes on Finn Bálor. That match could be very, very interesting. Then we have the Women's Intercontinental Championship match between the man, Becky Lynch, and the challenger, AJ Lee. Now, this is AJ Lee's first singles match in over a decade. Are you guys really behind AJ Lee tonight? Or is Becky going to spoil AJ Lee's homecoming? What are your guys' thoughts and what are your guys' predictions for that match? We then have the men's Elimination Chamber match. Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, Devon Evans, Trick Williams, Logan Paul that replaces main event Jey Uso, LA Knight to battle in the men's Elimination Chamber match. We then have the women's Elimination Chamber match. Tiffany Stratton, Asuka, Alexa Bliss, Rhea, Ripley, Raquel Rodriguez, and Kiana James. Now, we know out of the two Elimination Chamber matches tonight that one of these will face whichever. So, let me retract. So, we know Liv is facing Stephanie Raquel at WrestleMania. We know that the Royal Rumble winner, who was the Royal Rumble winner again, guys? You know what? I can see it's going to be a very, very interesting night. I really can. It was Roman, wasn't it? The guys, I need to do a Google check. Yes, it was Roman. So, Roman Reigns versus CM Punk at WrestleMania. Guys, it's going to be a very interesting night. I really do. So, guys, as I had said, this live is brought to you by our Central Wrestling News Facebook page. Remember, we are not showing the live. We are not showing it on here, but it is a watch party. We are 14 minutes away from the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view starting. So, guys, get your snacks, get your drinks, and let me know in the comments who you want to win tonight. Let me know, guys. Let me know. Quick question for you guys as well. Regarding WrestleMania, what other matches do you want to see made for WrestleMania 42 this year in Vegas? Also, what are your guys' thoughts on WrestleMania being in Saudi next year? I'm not keen on the Saudi Arabia WrestleMania. WrestleMania should be done at night. I don't know what your guys' thoughts are on that. Let me know, guys. Let me know. Of course, I've done 15 minutes of total non-stop rambling. So, just trying to keep that energy up, guys. Of course, for them that are joining us, I will rerun the match card. So, we have World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk takes on Finn Bálor. Do you think this match between CM Punk and Finn Bálor will affect the Roman CM Punk match at WrestleMania? Let me know in the chat. We then have the Women's Intercontinental Championship match. The man, Becky Lynch, defending against the hometown girl, AJ Lee. Now, AJ Lee's not had a singles match in over a decade. This could be very interesting. I personally think Becky's going to retain. But, I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts? We then have the men's Elimination Chamber match. Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, Devon Evans, Trick Williams, Logan Paul, and LA Knight. Yeah. We then had the women's Elimination Chamber match. Tiffany Stratton, Asuka, Alexa Bliss, Rhea Bloody Ripley, Raquel Rodriguez, and Kiana James. Guys, we are 10 minutes away from the Elimination Chamber going down in Chicago. So guys, please come in, grab your snacks, because we are 10 minutes away. I will be back very soon. Hi guys, welcome in. Let me know you're in the chat. We are 8 minutes away from the Elimination Chamber match. From the Elimination Chamber starting, should I say. Guys, let me know. Is that lighting better? That one? No, that just makes me look blue. That one looks even better. So guys, let's do a questions, shall we? Let's start with the crate. What is inside the crate? A new signing, a legend, or a new belt? I can't see it being a new belt. I really can't. You know what? This crate business that we've had on Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown. I don't know, guys. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts? Guys, we are 7 minutes away from the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view starting. Let me know you're there, guys. Let me know. And guys, who has ordered the WWE 2K26 video game? Who's excited for that? I know I am. Definitely. Sorry guys, you don't need to hear that. So we are 5 minutes away from the Elimination Chamber starting. Remember, grab your snacks because it starts in 5 minutes. Wow, 5 minutes. Wow. I'll just quickly welcome in, guys. Remember, this live is brought to you by our Essential Wrestling News Facebook page. The link to the Facebook page is in the chat. So if you want to head over there and follow the page, we do post weekly updates of the results. We post AW results, TNA results, and of course WWE results. So the link is there, guys, and plus we might even be going live for WrestleMania, guys. I'm undecided whether I'm going live for Mania yet. The Women's Intercontinental Championship match really has me. I don't know. It just has. There's so much is telling me this isn't going to go AJ's way. I don't know. So much is just telling me it's not going to go AJ Lee's way. I don't know what your guys' thoughts are. Here's a question for you guys. Is Rhea Mammy rattled after taking the pin from last legend obviously Io Sky and Rhea Bloody Ripley lost the women's tag team titles last night on Friday Night SmackDown to Nia Jax and, of course, Last Legend. I reckon Mummy's gonna be pissed off, and I reckon she's looking to punch her ticket to WrestleMania. I really do. Guys, 2 minutes away. Let's get ready. Welcome in, guys. Welcome to the Essential Wrestling News Elimination Chamber Watch Along Party. We are not streaming it live on here, but you can watch along with me and get involved in the chat. We are 48 seconds away from the pay-per-view starting, and oh my god, it's going to be an explosive one. 18 seconds, guys. 18 seconds. The live event is about to start. Wow. What a mate. Here we go, guys. Here we go.
This is the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois, a WWE hotbed, a city defined by its hard-nosed, blue-collar sports teams like the NBA's Bulls and the NHL's Blackhawks, who play here in the iconic United Center, hosting a WWE TV event for the first time in 32 years. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Chicago, the home to the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk.
Carl, I think you're forgetting it's also the home of Jay Lee as well.
People ask me, does pressure bother you?
Guys, do you think the World Heavyweight title match might be opening the show?
Like the walls that shake when the trains go by. The wind that hits you head.
Of course, let me know in the comments.
Growing up here, you learn how to stay calm.
Or let me know in the chat.
To think straight when everything's closing in. That's why the chamber never rattled me.
One of the most cruel, unforgiving structures ever devised.
Whether it's one-on-one on the outside.
CM Punk!
Or a battle on the inside. When that door slams shut and the world goes quiet. Everyone feels that weight.
The stakes could not be higher.
Getting through it isn't a win. It's the price for chasing what matters most.
A guaranteed opportunity at WrestleMania.
So all this pressure
Oh my God!
feels like home.
You are looking live at the United Center. Sold out 19,346 WWE fans on hand tonight for the final PLE before WrestleMania. And the stars are out tonight. It's the last chance to earn a WWE title opportunity at WrestleMania for the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. He'll be locked inside the Elimination Chamber tonight, as will the 14-time world champion. Tonight, Randy Orton entering the chamber for a record 10th time, looking to win for a second time in his career. Finn Bálor says he'll shake up the main event at WrestleMania tonight.
You know what, guys? I honestly believe they might just shake the main event of WrestleMania up. I really do.
Her back's against the wall because she's in the hometown of none other than AJ Lee. First title match in 11 years, accompanied by her husband, Chicago's own CM Punk, who defends the world title versus Finn Bálor.
Yeah, but AJ Lee's also from Chicago as well, Cole. Sorry, guys.
It is a menacing steel structure.
Oh, ho, ho!
Elimination Chamber.
The Elimination Chamber match is starting, but which one?
As we kick off the home stretch to WrestleMania. Let's check in with our ring announcer, Mark Nash.
What that?
The following is the Women's Elimination Chamber match. Two superstars start.
So, the Women's Elimination Chamber match is starting it. Remember, Tiffany, Stratton, Asuka, Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, Raquel Rodriguez, and Kiana James.
Superstars are eliminated by pinfall or submission. The last superstar standing will be declared the winner and go on to challenge the WWE Women's Champion, Jade Cargill, at WrestleMania 42.
Here comes Lexi.
Introducing first, from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss will enter the Elimination Chamber for the 4th time in her career. Second all-time to Liv Morgan, who was at 6 on the women's side of things. Alexa Bliss knows what it takes to win the chamber. She won the inaugural women's chamber match back in 2018.
Yeah, here's a woman with an all-timer resume who has been mainly focused on tag action in recent months, but looking to get back to the very top. But it's been a long time since Alexa Bliss has had World Championship gold. She gets one step closer tonight with victory inside the chamber.
Highly decorated with 4 world champs.
Guys, this live is brought to us by our Central Wrestling News Facebook page. Come on in, watch the Elimination Chamber with me. We are not streaming it live on here, but you can watch it with me if you have Netflix or Peacock, depending on where you are in the world.
This audience, and trust me, the vibrations in the locker room are massive. This is a huge step towards making your dreams come true at WrestleMania.
The winner of this chamber match tonight will head to WrestleMania to take on Jade Cargill for the WWE Championship. Jade Cargill, we understand.
Guys, who would you like to see face Jade? Out of Tiffany, Stratton, Asuka, Alexa Bliss, Mami, Raquel Rodriguez, and Kiana James. Who would you like to see face Jade? I'd like to see Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill at Mania. Oh. I really would.
The all-striking presence of the Storm. Referee Eddie Rango will shut the pod door. Alexa Bliss locked inside until it's her turn. Another woman who has massive experience inside the chamber, her 3rd chamber match here tonight. She won back in 2023, which would earn her a WWE Championship match at WrestleMania. Waiting in the history of Elimination Chamber, only one woman has won this match twice. That was Bianca Belair. Alexa Bliss, Asuka have an opportunity to tie her tonight.
Well, nobody's doubting the pedigree of either woman, and I don't know if the Elimination Chamber is ready for Asuka, but Asuka is certainly ready for the chamber, and indeed, Alexa Bliss.
Texas, representing the Judgment Day, Raquel Rodriguez.
For the 3rd time in her career, Raquel Rodriguez steps inside Elimination Chamber. And this is a big night here tonight for the Judgment Day. We know that Liv Morgan, the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble, will challenge Stephanie McIntyre at WrestleMania for the world title. Raquel Rodriguez wins tonight. Another member of Judgment Day will challenge for a championship. WrestleMania.
Well, this is the Judgment Day getting back to what they do best ever since Liv Morgan's return. All members exclusively focused on the acquisition of gold, and they could make it an all Judgment Day affair at WrestleMania at the top of the women's card.
And the way she's been going, nothing may stop Raquel tonight.
Guys, who do you want to see win this match? Let me know in the chat. I know who I've got winning the women's elimination chamber.
I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. Google the word superstar, and Rhea Ripley's image will appear. Ripley Wade looking to win this match tonight and earn her 5th World Championship match, 5 of them at WrestleMania.
I've just got this vision of Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. I can see it happening, guys. I really can. And she has to be pissed after losing the tag last night on SmackDown.
How does last night's loss affect Rhea coming into tonight?
It just wraps that pressure up. Rhea Ripley needs a marquee championship match at WrestleMania. She would have had that with tag gold. That's gone now. If Ripley does not win this match, she will not be having a marquee match at WrestleMania this year, and that is unthinkable.
As Rhea Ripley tours the pod, she will be the 4th woman locked inside the pods here tonight. We now know the next 2 women will actually start the Elimination Chamber. Wade, you have been in 3 chamber matches in your career.
Don't remind me.
How intimidating is that to have one of the superstars walk up to you, go face to face while you're in the pod?
You know what? As long as I was locked in the safety of the pod, I didn't mind so much. It was when that pod opened, I was surrounded by steel everywhere I looked, and ravenous-looking competitors looking to end my career as quickly as they could in order to put their ticket to WrestleMania or a championship, whatever it may have been. But for now, these 4 women have got lucky. The next 2, not so much.
Making her way to the ring from Sioux City, Iowa, Kiana Jade.
Wade, you and I have been touting the attributes of Kiana James for a number of months now. It's been an incredible couple of months for Kiana. Back at the Royal Rumble, she lasted almost 30 minutes in the Rumble match. And then, of course, one of the biggest upsets, I believe, in SmackDown history, when she knocked off Nia Jax and Charlotte Flair, pinning the Queen to qualify tonight.
Yeah, not everybody gets handed the same opportunity right off the bat when it comes to WWE. Kiana has had to make meals out of
So, guys, quick question. Is Logan Paul a real threat to win the whole chamber tonight? What are your guys' thoughts? Let me know in the chat. Is Logan Paul a real threat to win the whole chamber? That would be interesting.
very serious knee injury cost her over a year of her career. She told Yahoo Sports in an exclusive interview that she, well, wants to come back stronger than ever. 1% better in the ring every single day has helped her develop a mental toughness and that brick-by-brick approach to get better. What an opportunity for the woman who you claim will fly under the radar tonight.
Yeah, as smart as they come, Kiana James knows the secret to success in this game is a competitive edge. And that mega brain of Kiana James has done her a real solid in a run on SmackDown so far. Can it launch her all the way to WrestleMania?
And from Briarwood, Minnesota, Tiffany Stratton.
Tiffany Stratton beat Chelsea Green and Lars Legend to qualify for tonight. It's her second chamber match in her career. Last year at the chamber, she had a career highlight. She told me earlier today that was the night she tagged with the Hall of Famer, the legendary Trish Stratus in Toronto.
Well, 2025 as a whole was an absolute banner year for Tiffany Stratton all the way up until she lost her women's WWE Championship to one Jade Cargill. Now, she got injured in the process of that loss.
That's right, isn't it, guys? Is that too bright?
Ever since. The real simple process, you just have to win the chamber from the very start, Tiffany. Then you get your David Destiny.
There we go.
Right. On the number 2 entry mark for Kiana James in this matchup. Number 2, the least amount of wins in elimination chamber matches, previous 3 wins over the 24-year history of the chamber. So the matchup starts with 2 women in the ring. At regular intervals, odds will open, another woman will enter the fray. This is an elimination match. Once you lose, either pinned or submitted, you got to head back to the locker room. The last woman standing goes to WrestleMania. And we're underway.
So guys, welcome in. This live is brought to you by the Essential Wrestling News Facebook page tonight. This is the watch party. We are not streaming it on here, but you can watch along on Peacock or Netflix, depending wherever you are in the world.
Kiana James is in for a massive shock imminently. Once she tastes that steel for the very first time, nothing can prepare you for it. My advice at this point is stay as far away from the outside of this ring for as long as you possibly can.
My estimation, Kiana James is playing with house money tonight. Not really a lot to lose here, but a perfect opportunity and a nice headlock takedown by Stratton.
See, I actually disagree with you there. You have a lot to lose in the chamber, regardless of the result. When it comes to your health and longevity of your career, this is such a dangerous situation to be in. Although I do agree, this is not where Kiana James expected to be right now. She just needs to execute.
Both of these women are
Take the time.
gymnasts in their college days. Brought that athleticism here to WWE. And I like Tiffany wants to get into a testing.
I actually thought they were shouting at AEW then. I was going to say.
Kiana James from the entire women's locker room. And I think after tonight, those who have not been paying attention will suddenly gain a lot more respect for little Miss Smarty Pants here. Oh, a nice start.
You know, we talked about it earlier today, the chip, the massive chip on the shoulder of Kiana James.
It's a very valuable thing to have in this one. There we go.
Only a 1 count.
Would have been nice to put Tiffany away there. Have a little rest till the next pod opens. Get yourself as fresh as you can, because 4 more women are going to be consecutively introduced into this match, each one fresher than the last.
I think it also drives Kiana James the fact that for a lot of her career, she's been overlooked by her buddy Julia. Oh, and a nice basement drop kick by Stratton into the cover. Takes the leg and a kick out at 2.
Well, she's done a hell of a job for Julia so far as her official representative. Led Julia to a couple of championships already here on SmackDown.
And a standing moonsault by Kiana James, covered on Stratton, and a kick out.
The word is certainly out too about Kiana James now, and the taste for gold has spread around Julia and Kiana. And that is an addictive thing to have. Man, they could have a whole lot of gold come WrestleMania.
See Tiffany in the ring. She battled Kairi Sane 24 hours ago. Masterclass put on by Asuka, who originally accepted Tiffany Stratton's challenge.
Yeah, you've got to be absolutely insane to accept a match 24 hours before a massive battle like this. Well, certainly Tiffany did, on the basis that a fellow opponent in Asuka was going to, and then a last-minute switcheroo changed that to Kairi Sane, so fresh as a daisy as Asuka, whereas pre-beaten up, perhaps, is Tiffany Stratton, despite getting the victory yesterday.
Yeah, and then she had to start the match up off as well. And Kiana now tossing Stratton outside the ropes. Again, there are no disqualifications, obviously no countouts in this match.
This is the danger zone right now. As soon as you leave the inside of those ropes, there is steel, metal everywhere you look. And there is no part of the human body that likes being introduced to cold, hard steel.
Kiana looking for a suplex block 3 times now by Tiffany. And you see the back buckle of Kiana. What does that feel like?
Well, there's a certain regret now coursing through the veins of Kiana. Whatever strategy she had to take down Tiffany Stratton has backfired in the worst way. And welcome to the chamber.
Oh!
And Kiana rolled out of harm's way, and Tiffany head first into the pod as Raquel Rodriguez laughs at her.
Oh, man, you see all that gymnastic ability, but it backfired there in a big way, blasting hard against that chamber in the lower back of Tiffany Stratton. It is a bad, bad way. And it was a big mammy.
I really don't know what to make of Raquel.
Sometimes you have to change
I really don't.
You got to change your offense a little bit. You can't go back to the well with the things that have brought you there because it can get you in trouble like we saw there.
6, 5, 4, 3.
The Empress of Tomorrow. Asuka waiting for the door to open up. Kiana James with a preemptive strike, dropping Asuka into the pod.
Well, absolutely bull rushing Asuka, knowing full well that Asuka is one of the biggest threats in this match. Kiana James is smart enough to stop Asuka getting out the blocks, but it simply didn't last.
Oh, goodness, look at this. Just bouncing.
Ow.
Kiana James off the pod.
Oh, calm down, love.
Moments ago about strategies, now you have to change them. This
Seriously.
is the point Kiana James changes strategy because she can't remember the strategy that she came in with.
And now Tiffany Stratton driven into the pod by Asuka, who's been relentless in her attacks since coming into the chamber.
Okay.
Ow.
Hammered inside the elimination.
Seriously. Oscar, love, calm down.
We've seen this in a number of occasions. Asuka, one of the most dangerous women in WWE.
Yeah, no doubt about it. There is nothing this woman cannot do in there. Everything this woman hits is hit with authority. And there was a certain demented look in the eye of Asuka now, who was loving the carnage she did exactly inside the chamber.
A 4-time world champion. She's won 5 tag titles, tied with Raquel for the most ever. We mentioned she won a chamber 3 years ago. And now the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, with a double missile drop kick to take out James and Stratton. Cover now on Kiana, and a kick out by James. Now a cover on Stratton by Asuka, and a kick out by Tiffany.
So fantastic start here from Asuka, taking down 2 opponents who were obviously pre-weakened as they started the match before Asuka did. Here's the issue. Asuka has just burned up a ton of energy, staying in control of this match, and eventually that might come back to bite her in the latter stage.
And you know, Asuka beat a couple of legends to actually qualify. Bailey and Natty knocked off by Asuka. Look for the opportunity tonight.
It just tells you that Asuka really is firing on all cylinders, as the best always do this time of year as we close in on WrestleMania.
Now Tiffany Stratton. Handspring back elbow, and on the other side, Tiffany by Asuka connects into the cover. Is it enough on Tiffany, who just gets the shoulder up?
This shows the experience of Asuka there. When on a tear was Tiffany Stratton, just lying in wait, ready to pounce.
The 4th member of the chamber will enter. Little Miss Bliss, and look at the look the disturbing look on the face of the winner of the inaugural chamber match for the women.
It's not a look anybody should ever have on their face stepping into the carnage that is the Elimination Chamber.
Bliss knocking off Julia and Zelina to qualify for this match tonight.
Always a sinister and ominous presence surrounding Alexa Bliss. And right off the bat, dropping the entire field. Keep your eyes peeled, points everywhere you look, Bliss.
The fact that Alexa's in this match and her friend Charlotte Flair is not.
Guys, welcome in. Let me know you're there.
She says she's fine.
Say hi in the chat.
The woman tells you that she is never fine. Don't fall for that trap. Charlotte Flair very unhappy about missing out on the chamber.
And Tiffany Stratton with a rolling senton, showing off her power here. Gonna head up to the top rope, looking for the prettiest moonsault ever, but Alexa Bliss intercepted.
Can you imagine if Alexa Bliss wins this tonight? Imagine how jealous Charlotte Flair will be.
Asuka stalking Alexa Bliss, looking for a German suplex. Alexa able to deliver a back elbow. Oh, big knee by James. Bliss rolls her up, trying to take advantage.
Listen, I've almost extrasensory perception on that one. And wait a second. I don't know about Kiana breaking that pin up. May have been a little inexperienced there. You kind of want to eliminate opponents any way you can at this point.
Yeah, a bit overzealous perhaps, but Kiana James is looked great so far in the chamber.
Absolutely superb, and now looking completely dominant with 3 bodies dropped around her. 2 fresh bodies waiting to enter the match imminently.
Bounced off the steel is Stratton. 2 miles of chain link surround this structure. And now James looking to catapult Stratton into the pond.
Face first, getting completely wiped out is Stratton. Let's take another look at this slingshot right into that glass and steel. Just bouncing off skull first. What an epic display it's been thus far from Kiana James. But no time to rest, no time to relax.
Number 5 going to enter the chamber. More wins than any other number 5. 9 wins in the history of the chamber, so a lucky spot here. Putting Eradicator, Rhea Ripley.
Oh, Kiana
Probably missed it. You should have said Rhea Bloody Ripley, you mean.
Ripley was waiting for it.
Yeah, Rhea's had issues with Kiana, issues with Asuka.
So many of these women have had issues in the tag division over on SmackDown, including the 2 in the ring right now.
Planting Asuka face first. Stratton now runs into a headbutt by Ripley.
Ripley had any war wounds from last night, losing tag gold to the Irresistible Forces. It's not showing.
Rhea Ripley, who knocked off Valkyria and Ivy now to qualify tonight, now turns her attention to Alexa Bliss. Look at this!
Just pure power from Ripley. It's hard to argue with that, but navigating her way out again.
And Alexa Bliss. Look at perhaps her sister Abigail here. And Rhea turns it around.
Yeah, very, very nimble here. And straight back to power.
Looking for Riptide. Bliss, though, able to.
Oh, you can just read the panic on the body of Alexa Bliss there as she wriggled out of that Riptide attempt. But it might be about to get worse now on the steel.
Bliss does not want to be out there. Rhea Ripley, Bliss now trying to hang on in the chamber, trying to protect herself.
Smart use of the chains there, clinging on for dear life at this point, but getting higher and higher, and a drop from there.
Oh! And Kiana driving Ripley back first into the steel. Asuka went for the hip attack. Tiffany Stratton with a drop kick. Asuka drops her outside.
Kiana James once again lying in wait and finding the exact right moment to strike.
All 4 women on the steel outside the ring.
So, guys,
Alexa Bliss has found herself on top of the pod, and Bliss.
So guys,
Oh God, twisted Bliss from
who
the
do we
top
have
of
winning
the
this out of Tiffany, Stratton, Asuka, Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, Raquel Rodriguez, and Kiana James? Who do we have winning it, guys?
Completely wiped out with one high-risk move. Unless it's taking something out of Alexa Bliss in the process.
Raquel Rodriguez, who will join this frame momentarily, has to be licking her chops, Wade, as these 5 women beat each other up.
And when you see carnage like that right in front of your eyes, now is the time to start thinning the herd in this Elimination Chamber match.
And no eliminations thus far. Kiana James caught. Waiting for Sister Abigail for Alexa Bliss. Waiting to the WrestleMania side. And a miss! A miss by Asuka to Bliss. Kiana rolls her up. Kiana eliminates Bliss.
Alexa Bliss has been eliminated.
And the mist is legal.
Okay.
Disqualifications inside the chamber. And Bliss is going to have to leave the chamber. We are down to 5. And Raquel Rodriguez 10 seconds away from entering her 3rd elimination chamber with an opportunity to face Jade Cargill for the WWE Championship in WrestleMania up the grabs. And Raquel, the powerhouse of the Judgment Day, just catching Tiffany Stratton and a baseball swing into the side of the cage.
The strongest woman in the match, the baddest woman in the match, the freshest woman in the match.
You know, you talked about Kiana James and the number of months that she's had here. What about Raquel Rodriguez really coming of age for Raquel? Oh, and Rhea Ripley hung up on the top rope.
Oh God, Raquel stepped up absolutely huge when Liv Morgan went down with injury in the Judgment Day about 12 months ago, and Raquel has not looked back. Get yourself all the way to WrestleMania, but wait up here.
And smart strategy. Kiana, Asuka, and Tiffany. Well, it was smart strategy, I thought. Now, Rhea Ripley.
It was the right idea. Very difficult to tear down someone as powerful as Raquel. Slowly, teamwork seemed to get the job done. Oh, God. Who the hell can manhandle Rhea bloody Ripley like that?
Raquel treating Ripley and now Asuka like ragdolls. And Kiana James into the steal. Raquel Rodriguez, a human demolition ball. And now Rhea Ripley with a big forearm.
Raquel, just a woman who nobody in the locker room can physically.
Oh, look at this!
That is just ludicrous. Raquel.
Rhea was going for the Hurricane Rana. Caught by Raquel and now tossed into the ring.
Those are 2 women who know each other so well at NXT. They're the best buds of training partners. However, 2 alpha females do not get on for long. Eventually, that imploded. It's like the spine of Rhea Ripley and now the head, perhaps, of Tiffany Stratton.
And now Asuka trying to drive Raquel Rodriguez into the steal. Quick strikes by the Empress of Tomorrow.
Every woman in this match outside of Raquel needs to get on the same page. You cannot give Raquel any breathing room. She's going to cut through you all like a hot knife through butter.
Well, that's a fall-away slam, sending Asuka into the ring. And now Kiana James driving Raquel into the steal. And now caught in a pod.
Then once Raquel drops her guard, you have to pounce. Someone needs to be waiting. Raquel is going to take this like candy from a baby if you don't.
And now a running power slam through the pod. Bulldog would be happy.
The broken body of Kiana James now ripe for the pickings. Raquel has done the damage.
And now Raquel catching Asuka. In her arms to Hana modified. Stacking up both women. Raquel eliminated with James and Asuka.
James and Asuka's been eliminated. Wow.
Well, take a look at this. Kiana James getting smashed through one of the pods by Raquel with absolute ease. And that is a body just waiting to be pinned, but before she can get it, Asuka had other ideas. Not tonight, to Hana Bomb. 2 for the price of 1 for Raquel, who is starting to steamroller to towards WrestleMania.
We're now down to 3. One of these women going to Las Vegas in 7 weeks to face Jade Cargill for the WWE title. Will it be Tiffany Stratton? Will it be Rhea Ripley? Will it be Raquel Rodriguez? High stakes, high pressure here tonight.
Let's not forget that Tiffany Stratton has been in this thing from the very beginning. 2 relatively fresher women in there with her. But Tiffany Stratton has the movement to avoid the worst of the damage and try and put this to bed, but no, that's not going to work.
And Tiffany may want to change things up instead of trying to overpower Raquel Rodriguez, who delivers that twirling slam to Stratton. Tiffany gets the shoulder up at 2.
Here's part of the problem when it comes to Tiffany Stratton. This deep in the matchup, you're simply working off instincts, not strategy now. And some of the things you're looking to do, your body is not going to cooperate with you on because you are too beaten up.
Now Ripley set into the steel.
This is just barbaric abuse now being thrown at Ripley from the powerhouse Raquel. What the hell is she cooking up here?
Rhea caught. Raquel now trapping Rhea Ripley in the steel chain link.
Ripley now defenseless, makes this a one-on-one matchup, but wait, Tiffany Stratton's got other ideas.
How's she going? Tiffany now caught by Raquel again. Another high-risk maneuver, backfiring for Stratton. Trying to fight out of this. Raquel dumped into the ring by Tiffany.
Nice move by Tiffany, using the momentum of Raquel against her. That's about the only way you can take Raquel down.
Big move by Raquel. Meanwhile, Rhea Ripley still trapped in the chamber.
And this is exactly what Raquel needs at this point. Make it one-on-one for now. Keep Rhea Ripley out of this situation. Completely more Tiffany Stratton. Send her back to the locker room. And then pull apart Rhea Ripley.
That's a perfect way to describe it. Big grizzly bear, Raquel Rodriguez, as you said, mauling Stratton.
And it's become an unfair fight. Raquel up against a child at this point.
There's that spinning corkscrew elbow. Raquel's patented that move, and now we're going to lift Stratton up. Another Kahana bomb. Stratton lands on her feet. Raquel now with a splash in the corner.
We know all about the durability of Tiffany Stratton and some of the wars she had last year as the women's champion. She's going to need all of that right now, and perhaps more if she's somehow going to navigate her way through the chamber.
They suffered 2 losses in 2025. Meanwhile, Ripley on top of the pod. Cannonball to take out Raquel.
But wait up, Cole. Watch what's on the top of it.
Wait.
Prettiest moonsault ever.
Whoa.
Raquel's eliminated. We are down to 2.
Has been eliminated.
Wow.
Just when Raquel was going in for the kill on Tiffany Stratton out of nowhere, the woman we somehow forgot about, Rhea takes it out, and that one brilliant whatsoever.
The Smash Pass has been triggered. Order on DoorDash and use code SMASHPASS for a chance to win a flyaway trip for 4 to WrestleMania in Las Vegas. Terms apply. Jade Cargill looks on. One of these 2 women will face her at WrestleMania. Will it be Stratton? Will it be Ripley? Rhea misses with a kick, big knee by Stratton, caught Rhea in the face.
Okay, so on paper here, you have to say Rhea Ripley would be the favorite, given that she was last out of the pod and Tiffany started this thing. But let's not forget, Rhea Ripley losing tag gold 24 hours ago in an incredibly brutal matchup with Lash Legend and Nia Jax. Is he going to pay here?
Looking for the razor's edge to Tiffany. Stratton lands on her feet. Again, I think he can throw all stats out the window when he gets down to the final 2. Like this, Alabama slam. Stratton stacks up Ripley, who kicks out at 2.
Guys, of course, this live is brought to you tonight by the Essential Wrestling News Facebook page.
WrestleMania.
And this is that point where those top
So, a big thank you to them.
Extra gear when they need it. There's your reminder, Tiffany Stratton, the WrestleMania Vegas sign hanging there. How much more motivation does anybody need?
Oh, with the swanton, Rhea Ripley rolled out of harm's way. Catches Tiffany now with a kick. It could be Ripley's
Come on,
opportunity.
Ripley. Punch your ticket.
Boom! Takes out Stratton face first. Cover now.
What?
By Rhea.
No.
Get a kick out.
You see Rhea Ripley in absolute agony. That lower back has been completely given out on her, unsurprisingly, after the abuse that's received in this match and indeed last night. Is there enough left in the tank of the Eradicator to put this one to bed?
Now Ripley toward the corner. Tiffany Stratton caught. Rhea goes shoulder first.
It's one mistake at this point in a match that will cost you. Is that the mistake? Ready to pounce is Tiffany.
Stratton this time connects with a swanton. Into the cover. Stratton looking to face Cargill at WrestleMania. And Rhea kicks out. It has been an incredible performance by Stratton. Started the matchup here tonight.
So, guys, question for you. If you could bring back one legend, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Oh, God, Joel first by Ripley into that corner. Now, wait up.
Ripley! One time! Cover! Rhea Star WrestleMania! Here is your winner of the Women's 2026 Elimination Chamber, Rhea Ripley!
I told you.
Oh, wait, a storm is coming.
Oh, boy.
I told you. Rhea Bloody Ripley versus Jade Cargill for the WWE Women's title at WrestleMania 42 in Vegas. Damn yeah! So guys, what would you rate the Women's Elimination Chamber match? OMG! Damn! Damn! You know what, guys? I can see the road after tonight to Mania being very, very in and out.
And get your first-class ticket 7 weeks from tonight to WrestleMania.
7 weeks from tonight is WrestleMania.
What an incredible performance
Fuck yeah!
by all 6 women tonight. Cargill, Ripley, the Storm, the Eradicator. Jade says, bring it on.
The Eradicator versus the Storm.
What do you wish for?
Yes, please, give me that all day long. SmackDown's going to be interesting then, guys. Guys, I will be back in 2.
Is presented by DoorDash, the official on-demand delivery platform. SmackDown star Trent Williams. Trent Williams enters his first Elimination Chamber match tonight. It is tonight finally LA Knight's night. We will find out in just a little bit inside the chamber. And 21-year-old Javon Evans, the upstart from Monday Night Raw, looks to shake up the world tonight. Coming up next for the Intercontinental Championship, Becky Lynch versus Chicago's own AJ Lee, live from Elimination Chamber.
Wheatley American Vodka is for hardworking people with true American spirit. People who never just mail it in. People who rise to the occasion. Men and women who know how to get the job done. And when the day is over, nothing's better than celebrating with something truly American.
We have the women's Intercontinental title match between the champion Becky Lynch and the hometown girl AJ Lee. Just got a feeling AJ Lee's gonna take it. I just got that feeling tonight. I really am. And also, guys, what do you think? I'm going for AJ Lee spoiled. AJ Lee wins. I really am. Ah! Sorry, guys.
Into a
telly turned itself off. How dare it?
And we'd like to extend a special thank you to Offset, JID, Drowning Pool, and many extra bodies, the official theme song of Elimination Chamber 2026 from the album Kyrie Offset, available now on Apple Music, Spotify.
Forgot that my telly turned itself off after a while.
And let's take a look at what's up next. Intercontinental Championship.
You know what, guys? I seriously do believe AJ's going to take the title off Becky. I seriously do. Just got that weird feeling. I don't know what your guys' thoughts are.
AJ Lee has gotten underneath the skin of Becky Lynch in a big way.
You're ruining my life.
Becky, how is she ruining your life, though? You're the one going around claiming you're the man.
Disrespect that one woman can take. What's it gonna take to get rid of her? It's Elimination Chamber. It's in your hometown. It's in Chicago. You want to go one-on-one with the greatest of all time? It's not just me saying it, other people saying it, everybody says it.
Who's tired of hearing the same old bull crap from Becky each week? I know I am.
Be a champion. You do not deserve to hold this, but I deserve to get.
And guys, remember, if you have pre-ordered WWE 2K26, it is available to play on March 6th, depending on which edition you've gone for. And remember, you get Joe Henry as the Day 1 DLC. The man is coming around. Here we go. Guys, you're very quiet tonight. Come on, let me know you're there, please.
Seven-time world champion, two-time Intercontinental champion. Her second reign began back on January 5th on the season premiere of Monday Night Raw on Netflix. We'd like to thank everyone who is watching Elimination Chamber tonight, the final stop on the road to WrestleMania for premium live events in the United States, of course, on the ESPN app, and internationally on Netflix. Becky Lynch understands it'll be a hostile crowd tonight because the woman who now calls Chicago home, AJ Lee, will have the backing of the majority of this crowd.
A highly partisan environment here, but that's not going to shake a veteran like Becky Lynch, who at least in her mind is the woman who single-handedly turned women's wrestling into the massive juggernaut it is today. The truth might just be a little different there, especially considering who she's competing against. But as far as Becky Lynch is concerned, every win is her territory.
It's interesting. You see in the background there, the official of this matchup, someone who Becky Lynch has had major issues with as of late, Jessica Carr.
Jessica Carr. Going to be interesting to see what AJ is like.
I had to sit down with AJ Lee a bit earlier today, talked to her a lot about this moment tonight here in Chicago, her adopted hometown, and of course the personal issues with Becky Lynch, and the fact that this is AJ Lee's first singles match in over a decade, and her first title match in 11 years. Will that affect her tonight?
Well, let me put a little perspective on that, Michael Cole. I have had a singles match more recently than AJ Lee. And now you're telling me AJ Lee, after 10 years in the wilderness, albeit with a couple of matches with alongside her husband in mixed tag and inside the War Games, where you have people to lean on, she now has to do it alone against one of the best on the planet in Becky Lynch. I'm not buying.
Just got that feeling, guys, that AJ Lee's going to take the title.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. And it's for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Union City, New Jersey, AJ Lee.
Two main questions of the night, guys.
And her opponent,
who attacked Jey Uso? Was it Drew McIntyre? Was it Jacob Fatu? And the other question is, who is inside that mystery crate?
Well, the delusional Becky Lynch claims that the mayor of Chicago named today Becky Lynch Day. Becky claims that she will humiliate AJ Styles in front of all her family and friends here tonight and make her retire. And her nickname for AJ, Absolute Joke, AJ Lee.
Well, you say that derisively. However, should Becky Lynch put AJ Lee away in short order here, I would actually agree with the nickname that AJ Lee would be.
Guys, of course, welcome in. If you're new around here,
in the mixed tag match. Then back in War
this
Games,
is Essential Wrestling News. We do post videos 3 times a week.
What strategy do you use coming in this against AJ Lee?
You absolutely smother AJ Lee. I promise you right now, the nerves in AJ Lee are going to be through the roof in this position.
Come on, AJ.
Well, you put on a face of
Be interesting, wouldn't it? If AJ upset Becky tonight. Really would.
10 years removed from being in this exact situation.
Becky told me earlier today that she's going to try to out-wrestle AJ Lee, realizing AJ may be rusty. Of course, it's been decades since you mentioned she's been in a one-on-one match.
And I'll tell you right now, I went through the developmental system in WWE alongside AJ Lee during my time in Florida Championship Wrestling with a great coach, Dr. Tom Pritchard, and one of his quotes was there is no cheating reps. And the truth is, AJ Lee has just not had reps. In the singles game, certainly not at this level, and that means there's nowhere to hide.
AJ telling me earlier that she won one of her Divas Championships here in Chicago, returned here last year, and feels very comfortable wrestling here tonight. Now the headlock by Becky Lynch as AJ looks to fight out. The well-placed shots to the kidneys of Becky. Wants to roll through, and AJ has takedown cover now on the champ and a kick out. For AJ, how does she win the title? Uh-oh, look at this.
Oh, here we go.
Rolling up Becky and a kick out.
Well, what's the key to success been for AJ when it comes to Becky Lynch? Over the past 6 months, it's been that Black Widow submission. That is something that I genuinely think lingers in the mind of Becky Lynch, and there's some real fear for Becky, knowing full well that if that gets locked in, she's tapping out and she's losing the goal.
And Becky, who's had a tendency as of late to get very frustrated in the ring, has to hold those emotions in check tonight, not let this crowd get under her skin.
Well, I think Becky Lynch came into this one thinking it would be over by now. It was going to be 2 or 3 minutes. She was going to rush AJ Lee. AJ Lee has just not allowed that to happen. And now the frustration of that self-doubt kicking in for Becky Lynch.
Hammerlock and Becky Lynch now writhing in pain. And look at AJ Lee now continuing the pressure. Will Becky tap? If she does, AJ wins the title.
What's happening to those technical skills that she was so well known for her first time around in WWE, and now tying up Becky Lynch in knots.
And Becky now turns it into a hammerlock of her own. Intercontinental champion sent outside the ring. Remember, champion's advantage for Becky. AJ must pin or
So what's up, Becky? You're getting frustrated. Bless you.
Couldn't help AJ at all.
And that frustration on the outside, you saw Becky Lynch booting the hell out of our security barrier, and that skipping around the ring from AJ Lee is not going to help the mindset of the Intercontinental champion.
And Becky barking at Jessica Carr, who she calls the most crooked referee in the history of WWE.
A lot of people will affect Cargill has cost Becky Lynch championships before. And who knows what she's up to again tonight. Keep a very close eye on this referee who I simply do not trust. And I know Becky Lynch feels the exact same way.
AJ Lee trying to go up over the top, intercepted by Lynch. AJ does takedown. And now a drop kick to Becky.
Now, how crisp and nimble has AJ Lee been in the early goings there? I certainly wasn't expecting. Oh, that changes everything.
Make no mistake about it, AJ's been training with her husband, the world champ, CM Punk, will be out here in a matter of moments as Becky Lynch now rains down right hands.
And that's what you're talking about, training. Training is great, training is important, but it's a live round now. You never get drilled at the same level in training as you do when the spotlight's on and gold is on.
So, guys, do you think the White Six are going to involve themselves in the men's Elimination Chamber match tonight? Let me know in the chat.
We're talking about the Intercontinental Championship, which is huge in WrestleMania season. But these are 2 women who, between them, put women's wrestling where it is today. Who's going to get the credit? Perhaps whoever wins this match now. So there's a lot more than just a championship riding on this.
So there's no doubt that Becky Lynch has already developed a Hall of Fame resume with WWE, and now she's mouthing off to the over 19,000 in Chicago here tonight.
That's what you can do when you're in full control of an opponent like this. They might not like it, but there's nothing they can do about it. I'm getting ranked on. That was Lee.
By Lynch to retain, hooked the inside leg, and AJ kicked it too. And again, Becky talking to herself a bit, cannot allow frustration to creep in here.
Now, this is something Lee has talked about in the past. She sees
Guys, another question for you. Do you think Finn Balor might set the road to WrestleMania?
I agree with the first part of that, taking Lynch down a peg or two. That's proven to be incredibly difficult for a lot of women in the locker room.
A lot of people think she's an arrogant girl.
She's also a champion, though.
And she's a conspiracy theorist. She makes things up.
No, she doesn't.
You obviously don't follow her on social media.
Yes, I do. Subscribe to her Patreon, too. Get all the inside gosh. She also called you the biggest liar on the commentary table, and you've just proven her right. And you want a Betsy Award for it,
I didn't accept it. And AJ now whipped into the corner by Lynch, who's having her way with AJ Lee. And Becky looking for the death blow here. AJ dropped in the corner. Becky Lee now with a kick.
And it's suddenly become all Becky
Exploder! Into the cover to retain the Intercontinental title. And Becky's done a great job taking this crowd out of the match.
Yeah, they're in shock right now. So here's the problem. Hot right from the start was AJ Lee. And when you have a lack of reps, as AJ obviously does with 10 years out, suddenly you hit a brick wall when it comes to your cardio and conditioning, kind of thing that simply cannot be helped in training alone.
Come on, AJ.
I'm not sure that's wise. No, ran right into a right hand. AJ's trying to rally there, and Becky Lynch stopped her in her tracks.
AJ's certainly an emotionally volatile individual. She says herself she can be erratic at times, and I think the provocation might have lit a fire inside AJ here.
I was going to say, I don't think erratic is bad right now against the Intercontinental champion. And here comes Lee. AJ Lee unloading on Becky Lynch. Here comes AJ. Becky, though, kick right to the midsection. And uppercuts now by big-time Bex. AJ Lee, though, quickly off the ropes.
Maybe with a nice bulldog there that has finally knocked the steam out of Becky Lynch. Question being, can AJ Lee find some sort of reserve to mount a major comeback in this championship match?
Yeah, this is a critical moment for AJ. Allows her to reset, catch her breath a bit. Again, ring shake could be an issue with AJ coming into this one.
Well, she's got that frame that is simply built for speed and being elusive, and that speed is starting to come to the fore.
Come on, AJ.
Major second win here.
Yeah, picking up some momentum into the corner, though. Becky sidestepped. This time she got caught, went to the well once too often. Telegraphed that one. AJ Lee stops Becky Lynch. Now Lee from the second row. Tornado DDT to Lynch.
Looks like AJ Lee has suddenly got a major spark back.
Giant Wizard! Lee for the title! Becky kicks out.
Well, that belief is now fully backed with AJ Lee, who almost won this thing. This audience, too, starting to believe that AJ can get this done.
That Shining Wizard, which was such
Guys, welcome in.
AJ's
Welcome in. Let me know you're there, guys.
almost took out Becky Lynch. AJ sent to the corner. Becky ducks underneath, looking for the manhandle slam. AJ, though, able to counter. Rolls into a pinning combination. A kick out by the champ at 2. Then now on AJ Lee, who's got a kick out at 2.
Yeah, if this turns into a chess game, it may start to favor AJ Lee, and it may... Oh!
Come on, AJ.
Widow, but Becky Lynch countered. Cover for the win to retain, and a kick out at 2.
Well, clearly Becky Lynch has been working on the reversals to that Black Widow, knowing full well the damage it holds.
And she's already tapped twice to it over the past 6 months.
Okay, Becky Lynch is losing it. She's losing her temper.
Becky, is she getting frustrated, Wade? And look at this.
Oh, here we go.
Exposing the steel turnbuckle.
The referee missed the entire thing there.
Oh, she was dealing with AJ. She was doing her job, Wade. And now AJ sent to the corner.
Come on, AJ.
Averting disaster there. A big kick.
Not senseless now is Becky Lynch.
Face first goes Lynch.
It certainly will not help matters. It's for AJ Lee to really pick up the pace here.
Up top of Becky Lynch, the wily veteran.
I mean, just such great instincts from Becky Lynch. She's got that.
You know, guys, I'm just thinking,
And an extra level
wouldn't
of
it be funny if
aggression
Braun
tonight
Baker
against
was in the
hated
crate?
rival.
That's one reason she's one of the all-time greats. Never any debating that. Superplex! And Becky now.
Pops it
with an arm
Oh,
bar
come on,
on
AJ.
Lee.
Come on.
And AJ now going to try to counter this. Smart move. And now rolls over Lynch, forces the break off the pin. A big kick by AJ. Becky may be out. Can AJ capitalize?
Yeah, right on the temple, but too much has been taken out of AJ Lee.
Cover now for Lee. Becky survives it too.
Yeah, just a groggy pin there from AJ Lee, who's had the stuffing knocked out of her already. Come pounce on the pin quick enough, giving Lynch just enough time to kick out.
And now the official Jessica Carr, realizing that the protective padding has come off the turnbuckle, but put it back on.
Oh,
there we go.
Roll up by Becky. Jessica Carr momentarily stunned.
momentarily stunned, led to slow.
Oh no! Becky just took out Jessica Carr. She did it for the control.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
The Black Widow locked in on Becky Lynch.
Come on,
Becky's tapping. The ref doesn't see it.
Of course, Becky used his cheating tactic.
AJ Lee should be the Intercontinental champion right now.
Yeah, she should.
And now Becky just attacking AJ from behind, and she went to check on the official.
God, this match completely falling apart at the seams now. There's no law, there's no authority in this one.
Yeah, this is right up Becky's alleyway. Number 19,000 all over the champion.
Becky Lynch, you tapped out. Well, it doesn't count if the referee doesn't see it. It's all for naught, and this match is continuing. And the championship has swung back.
Guys, what would you rate out of 10 the women's elimination chamber match? Let me know in the chat, guys.
Jessica Carr is still down. AJ in trouble because Becky.
Well, here we go. No ref, no law. Yeah, go on. Come on, Jessica, get up and see Becky use the chair.
Becky setting a steel chair in the ring as AJ Lee now looks to fight back in this.
It's a much-needed fight back from AJ Lee, given what no doubt Becky Lynch was cooking up there.
Becky driven into the barricade.
I'll say a lot for the durability and endurance of AJ Lee. We are now in seriously deep water.
Oh! Yeah, AJ's so impressive here. Sending Becky back into the ring.
Just grimacing through the pain, but continuing to try and grind out a result here.
Back elbow by AJ. Up now to the second rope. AJ. Oh! Connected knee first with a steel chair.
That was an ugly land.
Oh, now the DDT planting AJ on the chair. Becky gets rid of the evidence.
Yeah, of course.
The body of AJ Lee is completely wrecked. The fast count car is coming round. Just at the right time for the champ.
Manhandle slam. The cover. AJ kicked out. And Becky can't believe it.
Come on, AJ Lee. Come on, darling.
Might be starting to dawn on the champ that tonight is just not your night, Becky Lynch.
And now AJ rolling up Becky. And a kick out at two. Again, this rivalry between Lynch and Jessica Carr. Nice takedown by AJ Lee. Continues here.
Both women clinging on by a thread at this point, looking completely rattled, understandably.
And Becky.
Oh!
Turnbuckle. The turnbuckle of Becky. That Becky explodes. Left widow. Center of the ring. The referee's right there. Becky taps out. AJ wins the Intercontinental title. Here is your winner by submission.
2 predictions for me. 2 out of 2. I don't know, guys. I just got that feeling that this whole pay-per-view is going to upset the road to WrestleMania.
How sweet it is for AJ Lee.
Love it.
Well, this is how we got there. One manhandle slam. It's all
I love it.
chairs involved prior to this. Unfathomably, AJ Lee
Just
finding the
love
way
it.
to
I really do.
just let
Love
go.
it.
Like AJ was going face first into that exposed buckle. Referee Jessica Carr put the brakes on that one. Quick pin attempt.
Oh, man.
Charge from Becky Lynch straight into said exposed buckle, followed by once again.
You know what, guys?
So much damage to Becky Lynch.
If you had to score that match out of 10, what would it be?
Jade Lee picks up the Intercontinental Championship on the road to WrestleMania.
Not once, not twice, but 3 times in less than 6 months. AJ Lee taps out Becky Lynch, and tonight it earns her the Intercontinental Championship.
Back in 2, guys. Back in 2.
What a night. Truth, you wanted to talk to us about... You said you know what's in the box.
Yeah. Yes, that's right.
Okay.
I had to smell it, though. Smell good.
What are you talking about?
I gave you the Papa John pan pizza. It has a golden brown, crispy garlic Parmesan crust.
This is a...
Soft and chewy center. Watch this.
So, guys,
Actually, don't worry about
question of
this.
the night.
I have
Who's in that crate?
Are you hungry? I'm now.
I want to know what's in the box. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, the conquering hero returns home. CM Punk defends the World Heavyweight Championship against the man who claims he's going to shake up WrestleMania.
Another upset coming right here. I just know it. Oh, go away with Rhea this season. Go away with Rhea. Guys, I don't want to be controversial, but why does Rhea have to have such big events? I just don't know. What your guys' thoughts on WrestleMania being in Riyadh next year? Let us know in the chat. And guys, by the way, if you are not aware that Ross trailer thought, I don't know what I was going to say there, but I've just lost it. You know what? So, I'm going to open the floor up here, guys. What are your guys' thoughts on Drew McIntyre as the WWE Undisputed Champion? Are you liking his reign? Are you liking it better than Cody? Just give me some. Because I don't know. I seriously reckon Drew McIntyre is behind the Jey Uso attack, you know. I seriously do. I don't know what your guys' thoughts are, but my thoughts are Drew's behind it. Or it could be Jacob, in fact. Saying that, it could even be Roman. There's so many people that could be involved in that attack with Jey Uso. I just don't know. What your guys, what are you feeling about that attack on Jey Uso? Oh, I've got something really cool to show you guys. I'll be back. So guys, for those Tribal Chief fans out there, which I know there's a lot in our community. How did this end up in my... How did this end up here? Eh? How did this end up here, guys? I think Roman might have lost something, don't you guys? I know, I didn't steal it off Roman. I didn't do a solo. Oh, there we go.
Chicago, a city connected, not just by train lines or shore lines, but by the drive, never settle. We talk less, dream bigger, and never stop pushing. We change the course of rivers and the course of history. When we build things, the world looks up. So welcome to the greatest city in the world, because in Chicago, we are never done, and we are never outdone.
Going to be an interesting road to WrestleMania. I've just got
Technical Sergeant Roberto Armas, an 18-year Air Force logistics leader, has supported key missions worldwide, including Operation Enduring Freedom, and earned multiple commendations, including Air and Space Medals and Army Achievement Medal. We want to thank
God, we're on the 1st of March already.
What's going on today? Those like Technical Sergeant Armas, thank you for protecting
2 weeks and it's my birthday. So guys, a massive shout out to the Essential Wrestling News Facebook page tonight, who brings you this live.
Bálor is the man that says he will turn the main event at WrestleMania. Slated to be CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. One of the greatest WrestleMania main events of all time. Finn says he's going to turn that upside down when he wins the championship tonight.
I don't know. I just got
He's made it very
that
slight
thing that
I saw Judgment Day members Jade and and Dominic Mysterio
just got that slight thing that Bálor might upset the whole road to WrestleMania.
Do you believe that? Yes.
I actually don't believe that at all. I think that's merely...
And guys, let me know, is this lighting alright?
Keep the champ guessing. And I'll be honest with you right now, you have two choices at the very top of this game. You can be a noble loser, or you can be a cheating champion. And I know full well which one I would pick.
You know what? And I seriously do reckon Judgment Day is going to get involved as well in this match. I seriously do.
Ireland, Belfast, Northern Ireland. Back in January, it was a home game for Bálor. Then tonight, he's the away team.
So guys, quick question. Do you think they will reveal what's in that crate tonight?
You know, we already
Seems to be the main talking point.
Men's champion this week. Congratulations to Miles Bourne down at NXT. He won the NXT North American title. Can Finn Bálor secure a world title tonight?
Well done, Miles. Who loves cult of personality? I know I do. I tend to... Hometown boy. No. Interesting.
In the world, some nostalgia from the Jordan era Bulls, voiced by the iconic PA announcer, Ray Clay.
Come on then, let's hear it. Let's hear Cult of Personality. Let's hear it. What do you see? Cult of Personality. Guys, wouldn't it be fun if Finn Balor did upset the Rhodes to WrestleMania? Wouldn't it just be fun? And remember, when Finn Balor vacated the Universal Championship back then, he never technically lost. He never technically got his rematch. So, for Finn, this has been a long time coming. And I see why Finn wanted this match. I know he had it in Belfast, but I don't know. They could do so much more storytelling with Finn Balor. So much more. I seriously do think that. What are your guys' thoughts? Let me know. Follow me, guys. Sorry. Just making sure the sound. Yeah, there is sound. There you go. Who we got refereeing this match?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
One fall!
For the World Heavyweight Championship!
Do you know what? Mark Nasty. It's taking me a while to look like him.
First, the challenger from Bray County, Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, representing the Judgment Day, Finn Bálor!
I don't know, guys. I just got that weird feeling.
And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois,
The back and two.
he is the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk! It has been a long time coming. 13 long years since CM Punk has had a WWE match in his hometown of Chicago. Punk understands that Father Time is undefeated. He understands that this could be the very last match that he ever has in his career here in United Center. And he says tonight he is going to savor it all as he defends the World Heavyweight Championship against a very hungry Finn Bálor, who wants to turn the main event at WrestleMania upside down. I talked to Bálor earlier today. He told me that he needs to take the crowd out of this match early on. He learned way back in Belfast what a crowd can do to you. The momentum and the emotion that you can feed off when it comes to the hometown crowd. He says he needs
I
to
don't
take
put
that
my
crowd
heating
out
on
of this
at
match
this time of
early on.
night, guys. Well, this early hour of the morning.
Already right off the back track.
I really
Charge
don't.
up CM Punk is this audience, but let me just make it abundantly clear to insulated Americans, a lot of the international superstars, they're used to these environments. We spend most of our career competing on foreign soil, and in
Do you think we'll hear break the walls down tonight?
Here in the US, this will not face Finn Bálor in the slightest.
You know, CM Punk's been pissed off as of late, Wade. All the questions coming his way over the past few weeks of why would you take this match? Why would you endanger one of the greatest main events in WrestleMania history against Roman Reigns? Well, what does Punk do? He doesn't back down from a fight. Instead, he always doubles down. He says he wants to be a fighting champion.
Yeah, I'm split on that. I respect the fact that he sees it as his responsibility as the World Heavyweight Champ to prove against anyone, anytime that he is the champ. However, we know full well how much Punk wants a win, and I'll emphasize win, in the main event of WrestleMania. Lose tonight, you're not even getting a chance at that, pal.
Yeah, full Nelson applied by Bálor, and now Punk into a pinning combination and a kick out at 2. It was side headlock now. You know, Finn Bálor actually credits CM Punk and some of the talks that they had leading up to that match in Belfast for, quote, reawakening a killer instinct that was dominant for too long in Bálor. And here's the kick out again by Punk.
Yeah, we were speaking a little
Sorry,
earlier.
guys, I'm
today,
just
Joel, and you were
checking my
asking me about what
socials.
Finn Bálor might have learned in that first match, and I think the entire demeanor of Bálor when he entered here today, you can read it on his body. He is completely relaxed. Why? Because he proved in Belfast that he can hang at the very top level with a world heavyweight champion in this day and age. It's been a long time since he's proven that to himself. He is a completely different man. If there are any doubts in the head of Bálor going into that match in Belfast, they've all disappeared today.
And again, Wade, listen to how quiet it is right now inside the United Center. Bálor doing what he promised to do, not allow this crowd into this match.
Yeah, and that fires up Bálor more. What does it do to the mindset of CM Punk? He expects a raucous atmosphere. Something goes deathly silent in here.
Oh! That'll wake him up a bit as Punk delivers a heel kick to the face. Now, Balor's hungry as well, Wade. It's been 10 long years since Balor has held a world title. He was the inaugural Universal Champion. And remember, he only held that title for 24 hours.
Yeah, and the butterfly effect of that incident you're talking about can be speculated about non-stop ad infinitum. Where would Finn Balor's career have gone over the last 10 years had he not been stripped of that championship because of the injury?
Punk cover, and Balor kicks out. You expect this pace early on in the match?
You know what? I thought Balor was going to come hot out of the blocks. You mentioned the age of Punk. He's no spring chicken, obviously. He's fighting against Father Time, and that is something as somebody like Finn Balor, who is renowned for his endurance, needs to use to his advantage. So if I was Balor, I personally want to pick up the pace in it.
Senior official Chad Patton working this World Heavyweight Championship match. Again, the winner will defend against the Royal Rumble winner, Roman Reigns, 7 weeks at WrestleMania.
And here we go. This is exactly what I was talking about from Balor. He's not as big as CM Punk, but he's ready to throw fists in the early goings here. There was a technical start to the match, but that's got thrown out of the window now.
Of course, Wade, the United Center, the home of the beloved NHL Blackhawks, Punk's favorite team. And does Punk want to turn this into a hockey fight tonight against Balor?
I mean, you'll win by hook or by crook, but if it is a hockey fight, I think that probably favors CM Punk. He does have probably 25 pounds on Finn Balor.
And now Punk, after delivering the elbow to the face of Balor. And look at Balor now. Nice switch by Finn. Drops Punk to the mat.
Tweaked something in his ribcage there. That was a nasty landing. If he did, zeroing in on it is Finn Balor. So 6th sense for an injury on an opponent's body. And at this level, the World Championship hanging in the balance, that is a massive asset for the Irishman.
Can you imagine if Balor wins tonight? He turns Mania upside down. And listen, it's WrestleMania season. Anything can happen as Balor now delivers a stomp to Punk, weaken up the midsection for the coup de grace.
Well, Finn Balor is sick of being labelled an underachiever. He does feel at times like management, in a way, lost faith in him when he had that injury 10 years ago as a brief world champion. And this is one way to stick it up to management.
Yeah, but 10 years ago, we was under the Vince McMahon scheme. We're now under the Triple H scheme.
We kick to CM Punk. Great strategy here by Balor. Not only slow
that's different
before soften him up for your finishing blow.
Yeah, and here's why you know that initial tweak in the ribcage of Punk was back. You do all you can to hide any form of weakness from your opponent. Punk was trying his best to. He simply couldn't. The tell was there immediately. And Balor is now all over that weakness.
Guys, don't you agree?
Great job.
Do you agree the only reason he never got a rematch was because Vince McMahon was in charge?
Balor now, it's the belief that is starting to dissipate from this partisan crowd here in Chicago.
Punk has had a great career in Chicago. He won his Intercontinental Championship here when he beat William Regal back in 2009. Who would ever forget the great street fight with Chris Jericho here in Chicago? And how about 2011, Wade, the night that CM Punk defeated John Cena to win the championship in one of the most iconic moments in WWE history.
Blowing that kiss to John Cena, championship in hand as he left the arena. One of the most iconic shots in wrestling history. Oh, God.
Abdominal stretch again, working on the midsection of CM Punk. You see Punk screaming in pain here. A tap out by Punk would give the title to Balor.
Yeah, Punk has a very high pain tolerance, but barely able to conceal the sheer agony that he's in right now. And Balor attacking with abandon. And I'm not sure Balor has even got out of third gear at this point. That's the scary part. What a predicament here for the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk.
Balor trying to rally against Punk. He's got a bad taste in his mouth after last year's Elimination Chamber when he was in the Chamber match. It was down to him and Cena. And a Seth Rollins stomp handed the match to John Cena.
Bad taste from Elimination Chamber, perhaps. Oh, an even worse taste from last year's WrestleMania. We all remember how that went down. He's stabbed in the back by Paul Heyman. That's why he's so desperate to get back to the showcase of the Immortals and set the record straight this year in the main event.
Yeah, but Punk has really turned things around. Not counting the night that Rollins cashed in on Punk at SummerSlam, Punk has not lost a one-on-one match since late spring of 2025. And now Bálor taking a fight to Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. The main event, WrestleMania, hangs in the balance here tonight.
It's just so easy for Bálor to knock the stuffing out of Punk here, but Punk resolute.
Punk trying to rally a bit here. An elbow followed by a clothesline.
Well, now suddenly he's got Finn reeling. Finn Bálor has been knocked for a loop by Punk, and Punk now ratcheting up through the gears. The belief is back here.
This match is physical as those great 1990s Bulls teams here tonight. And Punk now back to his feet. And he's got Finn in position for a GTS. Finn, though, able to slide behind. And now sending Finn out to the floor. Here comes CM Punk. Punk now with a suicide dive, driving Bálor right into our table.
Punk going high risk at the right time, and the lower back of Finn Bálor absorbing all of that abuse from our desk.
And this is important for Punk here. It buys him a lot of time, Wade, to try to recover from what's been a banged-up midsection.
Yeah, I'm not sure time is going to help. That's one of those injuries that kind of gets worse and worse as the match goes on. Punk, for my money, needs to finish this and finish it quick.
That's why he sends Bálor back into the ring. Punk, a proud man. He doesn't want to take a count-out win. He wants to pin Bálor in his hometown here tonight. CM Punk, top rope. Punk off the top rope with a flying clothesline. Covered out by Punk to retain and a kick out. If you're Roman Reigns, right, you're watching this match tonight, who do you want to face at WrestleMania, or does it matter?
I don't think Roman Reigns fears any man in this industry. He wants all comers, bring them on and make it as big as possible. All he cares about is the gold, and that gold might be coming the way of CM Punk right now.
Looking for a GTS. Bálor now from behind. Finn Bálor actually into the cover, put with a leg on Punk and a kick out. Bálor actually owns a victory over Roman Reigns in the not so distant past. And of course, we know the history and the rivalry between Punk and Reigns.
The victories over Roman Reigns are a collector's item in this industry. So if Finn Bálor has some history with Reigns, and it's a positive history, even more reason why Finn needs to get the job done here tonight.
One match left, folks, after this.
Again,
One match.
This has been a great strategy by Bálor.
Well, you take gifts when they arrive. Oh! He shot there to CM Punk. You take gifts when they arrive in this game, and whatever strategy Finn had coming into the match, immediately he had to pivot once Punk took the ribcage right up.
In the position, Finn Bálor trying to hang on. Punk looking to hit the go to sleep here. Went for it. Bálor runs him up. Small package. He's it up and a kick out by Punk. Punk dips underneath. There's that patented swinging neck breaker by Punk. Cover to retain. Kick out at 2 by Bálor.
And Punk just keeps finding answers. I mean, go back to SummerSlam last year with that epic matchup with Gunther that looked completely unwinnable for about 98% of it. Punk just hung in there and hung in there and hung in there, showed his toughness, showed his resolve, and got the dub in the end.
And it's been the story over the last month. Of course, the win over Braun Breaker, the win over Finn Bálor, the win over AJ Styles. Punk has been a fighting champion as we head into WrestleMania season. But will his luck run out tonight?
Possibly.
Both men
Maybe.
in bad shape at this point in the matchup. That's when you realize it is close to the death here, perhaps. Both men must sense victory. They know their opponent is a badly weakened state.
Yeah, Punk now, nice block. Bálor was looking for a suplex there. And Punk drives him into the corner with a big forearm. Punk boxing the ears of Bálor. Punk again is going to have to dig down deep to retain tonight.
Trying his best to use that power advantage that has definitely been sacked from that rib injury.
Bálor again going back to the midsection.
You don't change a winning formula in this game. That's where all the success has come from for Bálor. He's smart enough to know that. Oh, God.
And Punk collapsing it wisely. The veteran trying to roll away, but he's still in the drop zone.
Here we go.
From the top rope now, has Punk in his sights. Look for the coup de grace. Punk rolled out of harm's way. And now Punk with a bloody knee. I believe Punk's been busted open as a mouth. As Bálor is floored with a clothesline.
Busted open mouth is the least of Punk's worries. Rib cage is where the real damage lies, but it might be for nothing here if Punk can connect on this.
Oh yeah, the elbow from Punk, but again the midsection giving in.
Well, that was exactly what takes the brunt of the landing for CM Punk. No cover, no ability to pounce on a quick 3 count here. It's in fact a slow 3 count.
And Bálor to turn it into a pinning combination of his own. And 2.5.
So much, oh God,
Slick play by Bálor.
So much sapped out of CM Punk at this point in the matchup.
Bálor's just a step quicker right now, Wade.
And that blood coming from the mouth of Punk. Bálor senses victory. He's got gold in his eyes now.
Punk looks spent, physically spent. And Punk though exploding out of the corner.
Just a veteran move by Punk there, taking a beat.
Or was it desperate?
No, it's taking a beat to get his senses together, knowing full well Finn was lining something up. What a battle we got going on here.
And Punk now,
hold on.
looking for the Intercontinental device now on Bálor. First with the sharpshooter, now looking for the Intercontinental device. He's got it on Finn Bálor now. Submission move, center of the ring. Is Bálor going to tap now to the device?
Well, they're long away from the ropes here. That hand is nowhere near. That hand is looking like it's going to tap out.
Bálor trying to hang on. And Bálor able to roll through. Turns it into a pinning combination of his own. And a kick out by Punk. Something Bálor learned from their battle back in Belfast last month. How to counter the Anaconda device.
You will have to be merciless at this level. Forget that you are fighting a human being here. This is your mortal enemy right now, Finn.
Punk up and down goes Punk. Now he's in position. This could be Bálor's opportunity to alter the entire landscape of WrestleMania. Bálor from the top rope into a coup de grace. He connects to the bad ribs of Punk. Covered by Bálor. Punk's the leg. Punk survives. And now what does Bálor do, Wade?
Oh, what a gutsy kick out from CM Punk. The cogs are now whirring in the mind of Finn Bálor, who thought...
Come on, Finn.
Bálor just hit his death blow, and Punk survived.
Finn Bálor
Wait a minute. We mentioned that JD and Dom were here. Do you think, well, again, he promised to do it on his own. Maybe a thought ran through his head momentarily.
Clearly torn at that point. No sign of the reinforcements as of yet. Oh, wait up.
And Punk now powering Finn Bálor up into a position. Going to sleep. Going to sleep to the face.
Nicely done, Finn.
Moving out of the ring with his momentum. And Punk now realizes that the win may have slipped away.
Well, that complete indecision momentarily from Finn Bálor opened a tiny window that the World Heavyweight Champ CM Punk was happy to kick through. Unfortunately, He kicks it.
Guys, what would you rate the pay-per-view tonight? Let me know.
Count out here. Count of 5 now. And again, I told you, Punk does not want a count out victory. He wants a decisive win heading into WrestleMania. And Bálor with a sling blade.
And that's a heavy landing on the outside of the ring. Those are thin pads over concrete here. The ribs of CM Punk absorbing all of that impact.
And Bálor now. Chase with a decade to go. This time he drives Punk through a barricade. Is this his moment?
Laser focused on the gold. Laser focused on the broken body of CM Punk. Now laser focused on getting him back in the ring and getting the 3 count.
Tossing the dead carcass of Punk back into the ring. Finn Bálor could be closing in on the World Heavyweight title. Punk! Not going to go to swing again. Bálor with another
Sling blade.
Again, Bálor a step quicker in this match.
Right now, CM Punk is swinging at whatever he can, and he's missing, and it's all in the corner now of Finn Bálor, and once again in that drop zone, take 2 is CM Punk.
Punk survived once. Will he survive a second time? Bálor from the top rope. What for the coup rise? Punk got his foot up, and he turns it now. Punk turns it around into a sharpshooter.
He's trying, he's got it!
The sharpshooter's in.
The little thing.
Another sharpshooter in Chicago many years ago at WrestleMania. CM Punk now with a sharpshooter locked in it.
No.
All of the agony on the lower.
There we go.
Wow.
Wow.
Somehow to break that hold.
And that was a great counter by Punk.
Incredible instinctive move there, catching a flying Finn Bálor and almost getting the victory.
Now Punk, we're going to step through again. Bálor again playing defense here. What a physical battle between these two.
With the World Heavyweight Championships on the line in WrestleMania season, you are going to war for it. It is worth it. That's how big this prize is.
Remember, Roman Reigns will be live in Indianapolis Monday night on Raw to confront the winner of this match. Will it be Punk? Will it be Bálor to face Reigns at WrestleMania?
Well, either of these two may be capable of going to Raw this way. Bloody, battered, and broken, but refusing to die off.
With Bálor up on his shoulders. CM Punk gonna sleep. GTS. Cover. Break. And WrestleMania. Here is your winner.
Okay, I was wrong on that prediction.
Their first face-to-face on Monday Night Raw was explosive. We can only imagine what's in store in 48 hours when Punk and Reigns come face-to-face again. Because Wade, the stage is set for one of the biggest main events in the history of WrestleMania. 7 weeks. 49 sleeps away from CM Punk and Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight title.
Maybe that result was given. I didn't think. I don't know. Someone told me that it would change, but then another thing said no.
CM Punk still having the belief. Well, they connecting with a GTS that blasted Palace so hard he rolled all the way out of the ring, but follows him up with this security barrier. But now laser focused on that goal. This is what Finn came for, but one mistake. And that was all CM Punk needed to hoist him up for another GTS. This time a fortuitous landing for the Jet. And 3 counts later, a successful retention, and CM Punk heads to WrestleMania.
What a great performance by Finn Bálor tonight. Promised to do it on his own. He did just that. But in the end, it has become a trademark of CM Punk's current World Championship reign. It is the guts It is the grit. It is the resilience that has made that man the best in the world.
Hey up, hey up. I'm gonna get a sign of sportsmanship from both.
I mean, what a show of respect from a true warrior in Finn Bálor, who over the past couple of months has really earned the respect of CM Punk.
Respectful of defeat, magnanimous in victory, and now a double celebration from a couple of champs. What a night it has been for CM Punk and the new Women's Intercontinental champ, AJ Lee.
Their case can be made as the new power couple of WWE. What a night in Chicago, the adopted hometown of AJ Lee, the hometown, of course, of CM Punk. And now we turn our attention to Las Vegas and WrestleMania. CM Punk versus Roman Reigns.
The world has been begging for that matchup for years and years, but we are now there, Cole. Cannot wait. 7 weeks' time in Vegas. It is going to be gangbusters at WrestleMania.
And Wade, you and I are going to have the opportunity to sit at ringside in 7 weeks and call 2 of the greatest of this generation, maybe 2 of the greatest of all time. This match is personal. It is a grudge match for these two, and it is about the World Heavyweight Championship. And many celebrities
Best in the world
like tonight,
versus the OTC for the World Heavyweight title.
Lightweight division. Giannis is here. 2-time NBA MVP coming forward for the Milwaukee Bucks. Please, Giannis, please come to New York. Please come to the Garden. Please, please, please. And Little Yachty, my guy, the Grammy-nominated rapper and singer, Little Yachty, here tonight.
Does he know he's your guy?
Yeah, he does.
The Shaver guy.
Hey, the Unleashed moment of the night is brought to you by Mad Dog by MD 2020. 15% ABV by flavor and it hits hard. Light up your night with Mad Dog by MD 2020. The grab-and-go can built to power up your main event.
Right, guys,
Well,
I'll
this
be
was
back
the Elimination
in a minute.
Chamber match on the women's side of things earlier tonight. Raquel Rodriguez with a standout performance.
Raquel crashing walls from here. Tiffany Stratton double teaming. Team Manny Cole. Raquel down for the count here. And then there were 2. But Rhea Ripley not to be denied. Denying that moonsault and then nailing one riptide to book her spot at WrestleMania in a showdown with the WWE Women's Champ, the Storm. Jade Cargill, the Storm is coming to Vegas.
It is set for WrestleMania. 2 of our most powerful women in WWE today. Jade Cargill defending the WWE Women's Championship against Rhea Ripley. Well, you know, the sold-out crowd tonight has a very special rally towel courtesy of 2K. WWE and Chicago's own CM Punk to celebrate WWE's return to the United Center and Punk's racing to the WWE 2K26 cover, which becomes available to play on early access March 6th. You know, there's always a backlash to WrestleMania. Well, Backlash is coming to Benchmark International Arena in Tampa, Florida on Saturday, May 9th. Tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to announce tonight's WWE's attendance record here at the United Center. 19,346. Thank you, Chicago.
Wow. 19,346 in attendance in the United Center for the Elimination Chamber. Wow.
Major award. Please. Saw the back of the box earlier, it said Fragile.
Oh, will you stop?
It must be Italian.
Just stop.
Sure, that's Joe Tess, what's it?
Oh, here we go. Here's the crate. Hang on.
Is that a coffin?
A coffin? Really? What the hell? Who the hell's this guy?
Oh, boy. Kiana, how does it just give me teeth?
Yeah, you're underage now. It's your first set of dentures, Michael Cole. Congratulations.
Really?
Wait, what the hell was that?
Well, I know that Danhausen is a little off kilter, but these teeth aren't even clean. They've got bits of parsley in them.
Are they, you think they're real? Well, God, I somehow need to recover from that because, coming up next, it is our main event. Who's gonna
Well, that was a
WrestleMania
letdown,
to
folks.
face
That
Drew
crate.
McIntyre for the WWE Championship. The chamber match is next.
It really was a letdown, wasn't it? Wow.
Let me talk to you. Life inside the ring can be a grind.
So outside the ring, we like to let loose.
So, that crate, what was the point of that? Why didn't they just debut him on SmackDown or Raw? I don't understand WWE's logic behind that crate now. I really don't. I really don't. It doesn't. It just doesn't do me. No. That crate was a massive letdown, seriously. It seriously was a letdown, that crate tonight. I honestly thought it'd be someone a bit bigger than him. I really did, but obviously not. I was all prepared for Jericho returning, but that didn't happen. Guys, what are your initial thoughts on the Elimination Chamber PLE? What are your thoughts? Come on, hit me up in the comment. Hit me up in the chat. What are your thoughts? And what would you rate that last match? Because seriously, I don't know. This PLE's felt a bit flat to me. I don't know what it felt like to you guys. To me, it felt a bit flat, but I don't know. Let me know in the chat, guys. And guys, I know I've said this a million times tonight, but this live is brought to you by the Essential Wrestling News Facebook page. So thank you to them. So we've got Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. We've got Liv Morgan and Stephanie Raquel. We've got CM Punk and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. The card's looking pretty good. I really don't know how WrestleMania is looking. In my eyes, Mania could be in trouble. What are your guys' thoughts? I know from my perspective, if they put the Punk and Roman match on night 2, that could be the better night, but who would you have out of the matches we had for Mania? Who would you have headline night 1? Would it be a woman's match, or possibly would you end it with the open challenge of Brock Lesnar? I don't know, guys. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts? Tell me in the chat. What are your guys' thoughts about Mania?
People who never just mail it in. People who rise to the occasion.
Because seriously, I don't know what to make of Mania, and we will.
Know how to get the job done.
You know this.
And when the day is over, nothing is better than celebrating something truly American.
We are 49 nights away from WrestleMania 42, the 2-night extravaganza from
49 days away, guys.
Saturday, April 18th, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. on the West Coast. And just in, the first hour will be live on ESPN2, as well as full coverage on ESPN Unlimited on the app. And then the following night, Sunday, April 19th, same start time, 6 Eastern, 3 on the West Coast. The first hour will be live on ESPN proper. And then, of course, the full event will be on the ESPN app with ESPN Unlimited WrestleMania for the first time ever on ESPN. Speaking of WrestleMania, WWE World is returning to Las Vegas, April 16th to the 20th as the ultimate WrestleMania week destination. Let's light it up, Chicago. AJ Lee and the best in the world
So,
are officially joining the stacked lineup.
With what that's just said, for UK, WrestleMania starts at 11 p.m.
You don't want to miss this.
11 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time.
Immediately following our upcoming
Wow.
event, it is the Elimination Chamber post show, hosted by Joe Testa. Wide array of guests as we set the stage for WrestleMania. You know, Weekly American Vodka and WWE are proud to be joined tonight by Petty Officer First Class Mary Lago from the USO and the United States Navy here in Illinois. Weekly raises a glass to Petty Officer First Class Mary Lago and all retired and active members of the U.S. military for everything you're doing this weekend and for your service year-round.
Main event time, guys. Main event.
The following is the men's Elimination Chamber match. Two superstars start in the ring. Four superstars in individual pods. A random pod door opens at regularly scheduled intervals until all pods are empty. Superstars are eliminated by pinfall or submission. The last superstar standing will be declared the winner and go on to challenge the undisputed WWE Champion Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania 42.
Thank you for that person. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. I really do appreciate them comments. Thank you very much. You know what? That's just made my life. That's made me very emotional. So, should we do a question of the night, guys? You know what?
The man who was taking Friday Night SmackDown by storm. He beat Carmelo Hayes and Damian Priest to qualify for the Elimination Chamber match. And Triple Williams Wade has had some success.
Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you very much.
Championship back in 2024 when CM Punk was a special guest referee.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of strength to Trick Williams, but the biggest strength of all of him.
Thank you very much.
Innate confidence. There is
So,
no stage
guys,
too big. There is no
I'm going to
stage
ask
too
you
wide.
in the chat,
For Trick Willie to book his ticket.
who was main event Jade Uso's attacker? Trick Williams. More like Dwight Williams.
Intimidated at all.
Yeah, this isn't normal.
Quite the honor surrounding this young man. Just oozing confidence.
like a man that has done this
I'll be back
10
in
times before.
1 minute.
Completely nothing phasing Trick Williams. That is a guy destined for the very top. But how soon is that top coming for Trick Williams?
He will be locked inside a bomb. First time ever testing out the Elimination Chamber.
From Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 240 pounds, LA Knight.
The sentimental favorite here tonight, LA Knight enters the chamber for the second time in his career. He knocked off divisions Austin Theory and Penta to qualify for this match tonight. And you think?
Do you mean you don't know my name?
What about LA Knight?
What an energy battle that is between these two from this crowd. The roof lifted up when Trick Willie entered. And it might have now gone off to orbit because the megastar is here in Chicago and he's looking to take it all.
Knight will be locked in a pod to start this match.
Yeah, and these are the entrances you really want to be a part of. These first four, because you know from there, you've at least got the jump on the two guys who are going to start this thing.
Did you ever start the chamber match?
Yes, I did. Guess what? I didn't win. I also was in a pub once, and I still didn't win.
During your career.
I get what you mean.
You know the man?
Could you imagine LA Knight versus Drew McIntyre? That'd be interesting. That really would be interesting.
How do we get one of those set on our table out here?
Still trying to figure
Oh, Logan Paul, the man I love to hate.
Accompanied by WWE Hall of Famer, the
Of-
Oracle
Of course, he's accompanied by them two.
from Dorado, Puerto Rico, by way of Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at
Ugh.
220 pounds, the Maverick, Logan Paul.
A lot to break down here. First off, last night on Friday Night SmackDown, Jey Uso, who was supposed to be in this spot in the chamber, was attacked by an unknown assailant, not medically cleared to be a part of this tonight. So General Manager Nick Aldis made a match for the main event. Logan Paul versus Jacob Fatu. The winner would qualify tonight. Well, there was some shenanigans. That masked man who's been trying to take out the Vision for weeks actually was unmasked by Logan Paul, and it was nobody.
Yeah, and I'll say right now, that was an ineffective attack in the first place from the masked man, and I've got to think that is a copycat. I've not heard anything official. We'll wait to see for sure.
And then later on in the match, Drew McIntyre would once again stick his nose where it didn't belong, obviously concerned that he'd have to face Jacob Fatu at WrestleMania. What does he do? He takes out Fatu. He hands the match to Logan Paul.
Yeah, and I saw GM Nick Aldis last night. He was bursting with rage with Drew's entry, said there will be severe consequences coming away of the WWE champ.
For Logan Paul, he's got experience inside the chamber. This is the third straight year he's been a part of this matchup. He's been a part of the chamber inside the ring for nearly an hour overall.
24 hours ago, we had no idea he was going to be competing in this match. Not only is he competing in it, he's also in a part that's an advantageous position to be in.
We now know the final man in the pot of the chamber, and we know the two men will start.
Next, from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 280 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton!
You know, Wayne, Randy Orton sets a record tonight, entering his 10th Elimination Chamber match in his career. He won one back in 2014 when he retained the World Championship. He has 8 career eliminations, second all time. And listen to this. If Randy Orton lasts more than 4 minutes in this match, he will shatter John Cena's record for the most time ever spent in Elimination Chamber matches in their career.
Yeah, that is a true veteran. Very little throws the Viper off his game at this point, although I will mention that in recent weeks on SmackDown, Randy Orton has had numerous problems with a certain...
I don't know who I want to win this, guys. I really don't. Just let me have a look. See. Guys, who do you want winning this one?
Cody Rhodes, who is also going to be in this match with the Viper, will be very interesting if those two are in the ring at the same point at some time in this match.
Randy Orton,
I really...
in Chicago back in 2010, he won the WWE.
Do I want to see Cody in the main event again? Possibly not.
2007 is Mr. Heyman. Stares at us here.
As a you, I don't offend Mr. Heyman.
Do I want to see Logan Paul in the main event? I don't know. Quick Williams, possibly. Orton, he's up there. And Javon Evans, I don't know. LA Knight, probably not, no. So it's now Orton and possibly Logan.
You mentioned it. There's been a lot of question, and it's irked Randy Orton to no end. This deep into his career, is the Viper still the apex predator? Does he still have the killer instinct when needed? You know, Wade, when you're here a long time, complacency starts to creep in. But Randy Orton has a goal, right? He's a 14-time world champion.
Thank you very much, and you rest up easy, young man.
17 titles. He's tied with Triple H for third most of all time. And that is what drives Orton this late in his career.
Yeah, there's no slowing down either for the fight, but that is a man who has consistently said he wants to last 10 more years here in WWE. And you have to think, with that kind of timeline, Randy Orton absolutely has it in his power to be the #1 world championship winner in history.
God, really struggling on who I want to win this match.
Make him wait.
I really am.
Oh, I thought that was Danhausen for a second.
Bouncy. know what? It's not
Boy,
the
boy, does he make me feel old.
Making its way to the ring from Greensboro, North Carolina, weighing in at 195 pounds, Javon
Javon Evans. I understand the pressure gets you. It happens to the rest of us, Wade.
It's a long night. It's a long couple of days.
But nonetheless, you want to feel old? This young man wasn't even born in 2002 when the Elimination Chamber debuted.
You know what?
He was born in
I would
2004.
agree.
He's 21 years old.
I'm starting to hate Javon Evans with stats like that. I mean, how can one guy get all the way? How can you get to this level?
I have to agree. I want to see Randy have his one last run.
Nothing is really phasing.
I really do.
But here's the problem for Javon Evans, and it's twofold. Number one, he's got to kick this thing off from the very beginning. There is a long match, and there is a lot of damage that you will absorb inside the chamber if you're going to go the distance. Number two, he doesn't know what he doesn't know, and he's about to find out once he hits that steel.
Well, think about it this way. Look at what this young man's accomplished over the past couple of months. He was the Iron Man in his first ever Royal Rumble match when he lasted nearly 41 minutes. And then, in order to qualify, he beat the Intercontinental Champion and AAA Mega Champion, Dominic Mysterio, and the career killer Gunther to earn this opportunity tonight.
Javon, you're meant to go inside the chamber, dude.
What are you doing? He has no fear there. You don't climb up and on the top. You're going to get in there, Javon.
He has no fear. Can you imagine what he's going to be capable of inside the chamber?
I think he might grow some fear pretty quickly once he eats that steel for the first time. But man, unbridled, youthful enthusiasm and flying under the radar is Javon Evans.
And again, the winner of this match will face Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. We know the world title is set. CM Punk beating Bálor moments ago will face Roman Reigns for the world title at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns actually tweeted this out just moments ago. He told CM Punk, enjoy this final month of relevancy. Roman Reigns watching tonight.
I'll tell you right now, for an aerial tactician like Javon Evans, who has those freakish flying skills, this contraption, this devastating looking elimination chamber really could potentially be a major playground for him. A lot of options if you like aerial attacks in this kind of match.
You know, human beings are not supposed to fly like that.
He doesn't fly, he floats.
Guys, this is the last shout out of the night, but thank you to our Essential Wrestling News Facebook community for bringing this live together tonight. And guys, what would you rate the pay-per-view out of 10? 1. Wrestling.
from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 222 pounds, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
It is Cody Rhodes' final opportunity to get to the WWE Championship match at the WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes admitted when he hears it, he said some crowds are home crowds and others are away crowds. He wasn't sure what he would get in Chicago tonight, but he says he can't worry about that. He's got to focus on the task at hand, and that is eliminating 5 other men to get to WrestleMania.
The most pressure Cody Rhodes has felt for a long time. This is QB1. I don't know if you can be QB1 of this entire industry if you're not competing for a major championship at WrestleMania. If Cody loses here today, he will not be.
Guys, I'm going to be very controversial here now.
He beat Sami Zayn and Jacob Fatu to qualify for this.
I might actually want Cody in the main event of Mania. I know, I can hear you screaming at me right now.
14 years ago. He's been successful in Chicago. He won the tag titles with Drew McIntyre here in Chicago.
I don't know.
Won the Intercontinental Championship here. Had that great
Is that of Orton, Rhodes, and Paul?
Who will survive? Who will face McIntyre at WrestleMania? So Cody and Javon start the match. Regularly scheduled intervals, another man will be released from the pod. When you're eliminated via tap out or count out, I should say pinfall, you will head back to the locker room. There are no countouts, there are no disqualifications. The last man standing heads to Las Vegas. And the 19,000 plus with the Cody Rhodes chance, and there's the drop down big right hand.
Hey guys, we might actually beat the last ride.
Experience between 2 competitors to kick this whole thing off. Still wet behind the ears is Javon Evans, but ready to shock the world here. What a tall task against somebody like Cody Rhodes, who's done it all.
Quickly into the cover on Evans and a kick out. Cody would be right to ground Javon Evans in the early going here.
Yeah, do not let go of Javon Evans if you're Cody Rhodes, knowing full well the speed of Javon Evans, the fact that he can attack from any angle.
Roll up and a kick out by Cody.
Well, anyone who studied Javon Evans knows it is the hardest thing in the world to keep this man grounded.
Again, we have company at ringside. The Oracle of the Vision, Paul Heyman, out here watching his charge. Logan Paul compete. Austin Theory out here as well.
Losing there once again, Javon Evans and Cody getting caught a little cold in the early goings here.
Yeah, nice hurricane line. For Javon Evans, you're talking about getting bouncy, sends Rhodes across the way. And here's the problem with Javon Evans. He's hard to defend against. And here's the cover off the knee, and Cody kicks out.
Yeah, no angle is off limits for Javon Evans.
You know what? If Javon Evans eliminates Cody Rhodes before the next participant comes out,
guys like Cody,
yeah.
not used to it despite all their experience. And the youthful exuberance
But
of Javon Evans, always with a smile on his face.
in my eyes, Javon Evans is not a main event talent yet.
Cody Rhodes, who was showing over the past couple of months that he does have that killer instinct for today. It has to be illegal. A few weeks ago, Cody did what he had to do to advance.
Javon Evans, welcome to the real world of WWE at the very top level. It's as inhumane and barbaric as it gets. You want to make it to WrestleMania, you want to compete for the biggest prizes, this is what you have to deal with. And it only gets harsher from here.
An emotional roller coaster during WrestleMania season, 49 nights away from the start in Las Vegas. And Cody now, with the collision, takes down Evans. Cover again by Rhodes. And Rhodes is, I would say, desperate tonight. And will that come out in the way that he works this match?
I mean, he couldn't have started any worse for Cody Rhodes. The fact that he did not draw one of the pods and he didn't get to rest while the other guys beat themselves up. But that isn't going to dawn Cody. Cody's had to win things the hard way plenty of times before. He's a guy who always bets on himself, and he usually ends up with a winning hand.
But at some point, does doubt start to creep in?
It's the early goings here. Ask me again in the deep waters.
Well, I'm just talking about
if Cody is still in the
I'm just talking about in general over the past couple of months and everything Cody's been through. He's been stopped and thwarted every time, every opportunity to get to WrestleMania. Now Evans and Rhodes will have to battle a third superstar. Who will enter the chamber?
Oh, Williams.
Time for this elimination chamber to get a little flavor.
And now Williams turns his attention to a man he's in some history with, Javon Evans.
Who did incredibly well from their time at NXT, which was not very long ago, just several months ago. Both walking horns there.
Oh! Trick Williams. Remember that cyclone boot Javon Evans was able to evade.
Movement again, and Javon Evans and even Trick Williams, who's used to it and knows all about it, can't do anything about it.
Now Trick sending Javon off the ropes and Javon caught him with a kick. Not sure he got all of it, but it was effective.
Drop Trick Williams from something more devastating. Wait up.
Oh, they went for the OG cover and he was intercepted.
Well, that's a killer move for Javon Evans, but too fresh was Trick Willie, too powerful, managing to block. Oh, God. Oh, God.
That shot just drops Evans. Again, you're in there with a veteran Cody Rhodes. You can't be trash talking. It's going to get you in trouble.
Oh, God, that trick slap across the jaw of Javon Evans, completely rocking the youngin. And he might be toasted, completely groggy.
Again, the cyclone boot from Trick Williams dropping Cody Rhodes. Look at Javon Evans now off the center rope, caught by Trick. Now Trick with a double choke slammer. Cover now on Rhodes. Cody gets the shoulder up. Cover now on Evans. Evans able to kick out.
May have been a little tribute to our friend at NXT, Booker T. A little double bookend right there, taking both opponents down.
And you know, Wade, we talked about this a few weeks ago, the fact that there's so many similarities between Trick Williams and Booker T, the way they move in the ring, their moveset, their size.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I'll tell you what right now.
I wouldn't class Trick Williams like Booker T.
Why not? The five-time WCW champion, sucker.
I really wouldn't.
Two-time WWE Hall of Fame. Booker T.
Wait, Trick's talking.
How about talk smack just like Booker T too.
Now Cody Rhodes. And turn the tables. Trick driven into the chain link. Evans caught Cody with a kick. Now a chop of Evans again. And Evans fired up. The fourth man to enter the chamber on his way in 10 seconds.
Oh, the Maverick.
Logan Paul of the Vision.
The Vision's one hope for a major WrestleMania moment after they got decimated with bad luck and injuries and clearly made a ton of enemies in the process. The reign of terror over on SmackDown.
And Cody Rhodes, Javon Evans, and Trick Williams. 3-on-1 against Logan Paul. Want to take out Logan as they send him flying into the
Ow.
and out the other side.
Poor Logan.
Just do not like
But he
the match
deserves it.
today. Is it jealousy or is it the arrogance of Logan Paul that sets people
I
off?
think it's just that, the vision, and all of it.
Logan Paul might be out of this thing.
Now Javon Evans over the top, taking out Cody and Trick Williams. Not the way that Logan Paul wanted to start this night.
So the whole aim of Logan Paul was to instill a little more belief and prestige back in the Vision, get it back on track. Well, this couldn't have started any worse for the man who only qualified 24 hours ago.
And Logan's only in this because Jey Uso was taken out by an unknown attacker. Oh, there's that tornado splash by Javon Evans. Cover now. And a kick out by Trick.
Just a joy to watch Javon Evans do his thing. That tornado kick right to the back of the head of Trick Williams, almost getting the job done there. And things have gone south for Trick Williams in a hurry here.
Now Cody Rhodes, who started this match with Javon Evans, goes back on the attack. Staring up at the WrestleMania sign.
Staring up at the WrestleMania sign. Clearly a little out of breath right now as Cody Rhodes. He's taking a real beating so far in this one. And he just needs to look over his shoulder and see a fresh man in Randy Orton and a fresh man in LA Knight waiting to get into this thing. It's going to be a long night for Cody if he can pull this off.
Oh, he better dig down deep because his last chance at a title opportunity at WrestleMania hangs in the balance here.
Must win for QB1.
Cody set across the ring. Javon Evans now launched out over it.
Ow.
A hard patty. And now Logan Paul. There's a slingshot lariat by Logan. That is a thing of beauty. I don't care what you think about Logan Paul and his antics and everything else. He is one hell of an athlete. He has taken to WWE like no one else in such a short amount of time.
Yeah, does Paul Heyman make mistakes when he acquires a talent for his group, for the vision? He has undoubtedly succeeded historically, and he's doing it again with Logan Paul.
As much as I don't want to admit it, I don't think Paul Heyman's ever made a mistake when it comes to talent. You saw him walk out here with Brock Lesnar on Monday Night Raw, right? And Brock issued an open challenge for WrestleMania.
So yes, guys, who do you think will accept Brock Lesnar's open challenge for WrestleMania? I'd like to see over Sammy. Oh, LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah, quite the history between LA Knight and Logan Paul.
Division in general about LA Knight's life now on SmackDown.
Well, this dates back to SummerSlam a couple of years ago when LA Knight beat Logan Paul for the United States Championship. Oh man, he turned Cody inside out.
Let's not forget that Logan Paul and Bronson Reed smashed the body of LA Knight just before Christmas.
Yeah, a tsunami through a car. There's a neck breaker by LA Knight.
And LA Knight only has eyes for Logan Paul right now. Gotta be careful how many enemies you make at this level, especially when they're all thrown into one match together.
You see the welt going on the back of Logan Paul.
Yeah, sure. I'm pretty sure that was when he got drove through one of those poles as soon as he exited the match.
There's only Orton 20 now, I think, guys. There's welts on
no eliminations yet in
Logan
this match.
back.
Logan Paul
Ow.
really dangerously here, but managing to somehow negotiate his way away from the boots of LA Knight. Was he chucking up here?
Now, Logan Paul is not one to shy away from risks.
There's no escape climbing that cage. There's a locked roof on the top there. However,
Hello, Logan, turn around. Javon Evans scaling the chamber as well. Both men now up on top of the pod. Dangerous situation. LA Knight now scaling the chamber on the other side.
the one thing I know, in situations like this, gravity always wins in the end. Somebody is going to have a rough landing.
Ask Austin Theory about that. He's standing right in front of us. He came off the top of the back courtesy of Brock Lesnar. And now,
And bombs away.
Just a human missile launched by LA Knight and Javon Evans to devastating effect. And then there were two.
Now Evans and LA Knight battle high above the ring. Precarious situation for these two.
Oh, the
PFT! On the pod!
But even delivering that move, it took a lot out of LA Knight right on the steel. This is Logan Paul taking out Trick Willie. And Cody Rhodes, and here's that PFT. Both men landing hard on the top of that steel.
That was indeed blunt force trauma. Randy Orton enters this match for the 10th time in his career in less than 10 seconds. And I think the complexion's about to change. The steely eyes of the Viper.
Generally probably the favorite for every match he's ever in, even more so when the deck is stacked in his favor in the final part.
Physical clothesline. There's Orton's patented power slam. And Logan Paul wants into one as well.
Just looking at his superlative best.
Night just hasn't been going Logan's way, has it? And now Randy sends Trick Williams out to that heavily padded steel. And now Logan Paul walking into Trick Williams. It's been all Orton.
Poor Trick Williams is taking out a lot of bodies getting thrown his way. To eat every single collision going down in a heap. And that is right where Randy Orton likes his prey.
All 6 men still surviving. Randy Orton now. Vintage Orton with a taking DDTs.
And it looks like Paul Heyman's soul just left his body. He knows what's coming next.
Randy's going to that place, Randy, where he hears voices in his head. LA Knight. Up for the RKO, did Orton. Knight counters with a DDT.
And you have to pounce on Randy Orton when you get the chance. It may have been smart to let Randy execute an RKO on Logan Paul, pin Logan Paul, get rid of Logan Paul. But LA Knight knew his chance to drop the Viper was there, and he went for it.
Bodies are everywhere. Javon Evans is finally coming to on the top of the pod following the PFT by LA Knight.
And look who's lying on the ground in the drop zone.
No, here we go. I forgot about Javon.
What the hell is Javon Evans going to do here? Frog splash for the pod.
Busted his own ribs in the process. Why not?
Logan Paul now. Here it is. Paulmerizer. Paulmerizer. Logan eliminates Evans.
Javon Evans has been eliminated.
And for all the physical abuse Paul took in this matchup, he gains the first elimination.
It's a bitter taste of reality for Javon Evans. Overextended himself with that frog splash. And you know, a predator like Logan Paul was just waiting to pounce.
Again, sometimes that youthful exuberance, you get a bit carried away.
Yeah, that's the only way you learn lessons in this game. By making a mistake like that, Javon Evans, nice performance. He'll be back.
Cody now sent across the ring by Logan. Cody with a kick to Paul. LA Knight now with Cody up on his shoulders. Now goes Rhodes. Coming out by Knight. Rod. Kick out at 2. Great job by our official in this matchup, Rod Zapata, making sure he was in perfect position.
Microscopic level eyes there from Rod Zapata. Shoulders slightly open. Unforced error there from the megastar, which is likely to be increasingly common in this kind of brutal match.
And now it's Randy Orton.
4, 5,
Every
6,
man for
7,
himself inside the
8,
chamber.
9.
And Orton just looks so fresh. That's how valuable being in that final pod is. A bunch of broken bodies surround him, throwing very little in the way of Randy.
Right into the corner. Big boot stops Randy in his tracks. What does Knight do here?
He goes up top. He asks the world, whose game is this? And they reply,
Yeah.
Oh, critical error perhaps by LA Knight. He tripped coming up the top rope. Got caught up in it all. May have hurt himself. Rolled up by Trek. And LA kicks out. Man, what a crucial error.
yeah, once again, is this chamber. Once you've taken that steel a couple of times, your body doesn't work the way it's supposed to do. But that's a high risk.
PFT!
Trying to pounce on that cover, but somehow Trick Williams bouncing out of the ring.
Oh, and a low blow by Logan Paul, completely legal in this match. And Paul with another elimination.
LA Knight has been eliminated.
Logan Paul eliminates LA Knight and Javon Evans.
The referee did not like that at all, but very little the referee can do. As cheap as he gets, a low blow followed by a handful of tights, and Logan Paul starting to make a major mark on this Elimination Chamber match.
4 men remain, Logan and Cody, Trick and Randy.
So the entire field basically attacked Logan Paul the second they got the Jets. The problem is he rode that out, and they may have burned themselves out in the process, and now Logan Paul, it's his to win.
And look at the smile on the face of Paul Heyman here in ringside as he looks on at the performance that Logan Paul has had so far in the chamber.
The tides are starting to turn for the vision, although
right there is classic Randy Orton.
well, somebody who knows every dirty trick in the book is Randy Orton.
Logan with a kick right in the midsection of Randy. See Randy trash talking.
You know, one of the biggest punches in the game right now.
He's got that titanium right hand.
Trick slap.
Oh, and he caught it. Now Trick exposing the knee. With a trick shot, Logan Paul knocked out of harm's way. Trick dropped. Cody Rhodes now. Paul's Rhodes. Logan Paul sends Cody into the post.
What's the steal of pin?
Cover now on Williams. A third elimination by Logan Paul as Paul's going to run the table.
Has been eliminated.
Really?
Well, we are halfway through the match, and the undeniable MVP so far is Logan Paul.
I don't care how he did it. Logan Paul has eliminated Williams, Knight, and Evans.
But, crucially, there's still 2 more to eliminate, and they may be the biggest names in the entire match. Probably the 2 favorites from the word go, Cody Rhodes and Raquel.
Oh, what the hell? That mask guy's back.
Where's he go? I mean, I'm presuming this is not the same individual from last
Well,
night.
didn't we end this whole thing last night? Is this another copycat?
I've got confirmation of what the hell was going on last night, but thankfully grabbing this guy, getting the hell out of here. And security just right, hats off to him. For Rhodes, they did the job. It's a different. It's not the same guy as yesterday.
What's going on around here? Adam Pierce, the general manager, screaming at him, "Who the hell are you?" As they finally get him out of the arena, we can reset now inside the chamber with Cody.
Mathman made an appearance again, guys.
You know, elimination chamber
Looks like a Seth double
match
to me.
by anybody. And once again, a very bizarre situation with the masked man, or a clone of the masked man.
Who the hell? Now another one! Another hooded figure! Another masked man walking in through the open door!
Without security,
And this is Seth Rollins. Bet ya.
Logan Paul in the vision. A kick to Paul. Stop!
Is it?
Cody into the cover. Paul eliminated.
Logan Paul has been eliminated.
The Messiah is back. I told you. I love it. Oh, Heyman, stop screaming like a fool in Sydney.
He has just destroyed the Vision's dreams.
Great for the second straight year. Seth Rollins has completely changed the complexion of the Elimination Chamber.
As they serenade Seth freaking Rollins. I got so many questions. But there's only one question left in this elimination chamber. Is it Rhodes or is it Orton? 2 men left.
Heist of the century.
Oh, this could be an interesting finish then.
Surprise of the century. Seth Rollins. And now it's down to Cody and Randy. No doubt about what this relationship means. Cody Rhodes has talked on a number of occasions what Randy Orton meant to him as Rhodes was coming up in WWE. And now these two face off.
Legacy boys about to look
Oh, yeah. And of course, Drew McIntyre interfered.
McIntyre's not supposed to be anywhere near here. Look at that Claymore.
And now Cody Rhodes hit himself. Some of McIntyre. And a Costco kiss.
This is absolute bedlam. Is it Bliss in the main event of WrestleMania? Hanging in the balance. Can we get some game control?
Well, Drew doesn't want anything to do with Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. That's pretty clear. RKO! Cody! Crossroads! RKO! RKO! Cover! RKO! Trigger! 2026 Elimination Chamber! The Randy Orton! The WWE!
Wow. Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania.
Randy Orton takes out Cody Rhodes. Randy Orton is going to WrestleMania.
Wow.
Randy did exactly what he said he was going to do. He pulled the trigger on his good friend in order to get to the main event of WrestleMania.
Wow.
Heartbreak will now set in for Cody Rhodes. It was his last chance.
Oh, what a mess. The ending of this Elimination Chamber was for our officials, just as we had one attack by a mystery man thwarted. A second one arrived. This one with the door wide open, no security. They were busy. A stomp to Logan Paul, destroying the vision. And then the unthinkable unmasking of an apparently injured Seth freaking Rollins.
Yeah, Heyman. You would have kittens there.
And then Drew McIntyre, his obsession with Cody Rhodes, trying to prevent Rhodes from once again battling McIntyre for the WWE title. Here's the problem, though, for McIntyre now. He's got to face the Viper.
Orton's had his own problems with McIntyre of late, but it was all providing the save for Cody.
WrestleMania's looking interesting, guys. Very interesting, in fact.
Cutthroat at the very top in WWE. Friend or foe, I don't care. RKO 1. What is that finger pointing? WrestleMania, and that is where Randy is headed.
Number 15 is within the grasp of Randy Orton. At WrestleMania, in 7 weeks, 49 nights, Randy Orton battles Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship as heartbreak and frustration sets in for the American Nightmare.
WrestleMania is going to take an even dramatic turn, I think.
The fans are going to start spilling out here in a minute. We want to remind you, don't go anywhere. The Elimination post-show is coming up immediately. All the winners will be here live. All the analysis and interviews. And what does this now mean on the road to WrestleMania? It's all ahead on the post-show from right here in Chicago.
Well, guys, that was an interesting pay-per-view. I don't know what you guys thought, but that was quite something I have to say. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to say it one last time. A big shout out to the Essential Wrestling Facebook page for bringing this live to you tonight. Remember, if you have liked what you've seen tonight, click that subscribe button, leave us a like, ding dong that notification bell, and be informed every time we upload a new video. So, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to bid you farewell and good night. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you at the WrestleMania Live. So, look out and keep safe, guys. Good night from Essential Wrestling News.